What is up, my friends? It is finally here. Another match day after 11 days of, well, nothingness really. Just sitting around waiting for today to come. The team news is in. We will go through it momentarily. I hope you've all had a wonderful weekend, whatever it is you were doing. And yeah, let's get into it. I don't know what the latest score is in the West Ham Sheffield United game, but it was 1-1 just before I came on. So, yes, we are here. We're live. We're good to go. Shall we start off by having a look at the Liverpool team and then we'll go through the Bournemouth team. But as always, guys, don't forget, do drop a like on the stream early doors. Don't forget to hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so. We're like 10 subscribers away from the next 1,000, so hopefully we can get there nice and quick. And yeah, look, I've got absolutely zero complaints about the starting 11. I was pretty close in my prediction during the week. I had Gakpo instead of Jota, but I did say it could have went either way. So let's go through it. Alisson Becker in goal. Right back, Connor Bradley. Very interested to see how he gets on today. Left back is, of course, going to be Joe Gomez. Then it's going to be Virgil van Dijk and Ibrahim Konate in your centre-back positions. Virgil, of course, with the armband. Midfield, Alexis McAllister in the 6. Ahead of him, it's that beautiful young partnership I love so much. Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott. And then Jurgen has finally given in to common sense, I don't know, but he's put Diaz on the right hand side, Darwin on the left, and it will be Diogo Jota through the centre, or Diogo's as we all love to call him. The team for Bournemouth is out. It's Neto, Cook, Mepham, Solanke, Christie, Tavernier, Sinistera, Kluivert, Hill, Zabarini and Aarons. It's not going to be an easy game. Don't be expecting an easy game. We're going to have to earn this win today. Loved your Keane impression. Do you know what? I listened to that back last night, Divide Dude, and I didn't even know I threw the accent in until I watched it back. Because sometimes I go into these little rants, and I don't even know myself what I'm saying. It's just, I go on autopilot, but I listened to it back with my wife last night, and yeah, I didn't even notice the accent until just then. And I can't do accents. I'm terrible at them, even Irish ones. Right, what have we got? We'll start the game strong, I hope so. Solanke's a real danger man up front. He is, but, you know, we've a few of our own, don't we? We've a few danger men of our own. Now, of course, I'm still on the coffee. You know, it's early doors. This is only cup number 2, so we're still on the coffee early. Where's Trent? I'm not answering stupid questions today, mate. It's too early. If you don't know where Trent is, then I don't know what to say to you. Why are you here? Honestly, if you don't know where Trent is, or that he's injured, have you ever watched Liverpool before? Or maybe you just like coming in for a chat, and that's okay as well. But come on now, every Liverpool fan knows where Trent is. Such a big cup. It is. Got to get the coffee into me. It is. It's a big cup. It is. But you got to get that coffee into you early doors. I can't function without 2-3 cups of coffee. I'm useless to the world. The bench is looking light. Do you know what? I haven't even looked at the bench yet. Let me have a little look-see at the Liverpool bench and we'll see what we've got. Adrian, Cody Gakpo, Ryan Gravenberch, Bobby Clark, Kate Gordon, James McConnell, Queeving, Kelleher, Homebeck, Jarrell Kwanzaa. Yes, I would agree. Outside of maybe Gakpo, Gravenberch, you're into the youth players there. But, to be fair to those youth players, they've not really let us down when they've had the opportunity. So, I'm interested to see if Kate Gordon perhaps gets a few minutes. Kwanzaa, of course, we know all about at this point. Gakpo and Gravenberch are the two obvious changes we need to make them. I see the mods are in quick, smart today. We love that. Right, Diaz hat-trick. Diaz hat-trick today. Wow. I mean, I love the optimism. Just do me a favour, folks. If we do happen to go 1-0 down, don't pile in early doors and just give up. Just stay positive. If we've learned anything from these boys this season, we'll talk about the result at the end of the game, not with 10, 15, 20 minutes to go, because we know this group are, they don't give up, do they? They keep going till the end. Transfer window has been the most disappointing I can think of. And I don't mean for Liverpool, I mean just in general. It's been so quiet so far, and we're into the last 10 days now, and there's very, very little business being done. Just reading the comment here. Today against Bournemouth, Connor Bradley will become the first Northern Ireland player to play for Liverpool in the Premier League, which became a thing in 1992. The last Northern Irish footballer to play a league game for the Reds was Sammy Smith way back in 1954. Thank you, Mark, for that. There you go. Love that. I always love these interesting little stats around the game. So, yes, thank you for that one, Mark. Conor Bradley, first Northern Irishman to play a league game for Liverpool since 1954. That sounds mad when you consider the amount of Irish, Northern Irish, Scottish players that have played for Liverpool over the years. It's mad to think that there hasn't been a Northern Irish one for a while. Where's Salah? He's on his holidays, mate. Right, that's the coffee done. So no more big coffee cup covering my face. Always Whitehammer, thank you for the super chat, dude. I'm a bit worried if we get any more injuries. Well, I get you. But for me, we're on the road back from injuries at this point. I'm feeling pretty optimistic about life and the league, to be honest with you. You know, we've got injured players, yes, but a lot of them at the very tail end of their injuries. Like, we'll have Robbo back soon. We'll have Dom back very soon. Trent, we know, end of the month probably. They're aiming for the Chelsea game according to journalists from the other day. The Chelsea game is what they're hoping for, which is last day of the month. If he doesn't make that, well, then you immediately cast your eye to the Arsenal game on the 4th of Feb. What have we got? Benjamin, how are we, my New Zealand friend? Nice to see you win. Up the Reds, nervous about this game. We're notoriously famous for coming back and performing like Bambi on ice. I hope we don't slip up. Would love to see the stats for games after the break. I don't have them to hand, but I do get where you're coming from. But think of it this way, we should be rested. You know, Klopp gave the boys, I think, 5 days off during this 11-day break. So you see a few of them jetting off to get a bit of winter sun. I think McAllister was in Dubai by the looks of it, because there was that picture of him in the sunglasses with Costa saying, "Lose the sunglasses, hermano." So they I think they'll be rested up. Now, granted, we might be slow to start, but let's just hope that it doesn't cost us anything if we are slow to start. Let's see if we can go there, quieten down the crowd, and hopefully stay top of the league. It's what it's about at this point of the season. 3 points, doesn't matter how they come about. Willing a Gomez goal today. Yeah, so again, looking at the bookies odds and stuff, there's a lot of vibe for at least a shot on target for Joe Gomez today from the bookies. I was looking at a couple of the odds earlier on. They're tasty enough. Verge, I was looking at to have a shot on target is 3-1. And you know the way Verge from corners gets his head on them. But you know who's always terrible? Sorry, I don't mean to be going on about gambling odds again, sorry. But you know who's terrible for the odds? Canade's always like 22, 23-1 to score a header. And I remember when he came in, wasn't it against Benfica? Or somebody scored 2 in one game once. There's Alexis McAllister being interviewed now by Sky ahead of the game. Craig, who do we put on pens? Darwin, Alexis or Jota? So for me, Lee, I'd stay with Alexis McAllister on penalties. I say stay with. I mean, that's the penalty taker I've been talking about since Mo's gone to the AFCON. So for me, I'd give them to Alexis McAllister. I have fond memories of the ones he took at Brighton. So yeah, for me, him at this point. Who's cheating? I don't know who we're cheating about. Who's cheating? I don't know who's cheating. Somebody's cheating. Stop cheating. I don't know who it is, though. Sometimes I just catch half conversations in the chat. So, did we all have a nice weekend, by the way? I hope you all, whatever you did something good. It was my little man's birthday, so we brought him out for dinner yesterday evening, and it was really special because Lucas is a terribly fussy eater like myself. But yesterday, we went down, we brought him to Eddie Rockets. Irish people will know what that is. And he had a hot dog, he had a burger, he had fries, he had cheesy nachos, and he was just wolfing through them all, and I was so proud. It was like, little dude's going to get his first meat sweats. Happy birthday to your boy. Thank you, Tommy. Appreciate that, my man. He's 12 already. Like, I don't know where the years go, mate. Honestly, I do not know where they go. Oh, Tony is the cheat, is he? Sorry. Yes, I didn't see the rest of that conversation, but thank you. Right, look, we're 10 subscribers away from 238. So if 10 people who are watching haven't subscribed, please do hit that button and let's try get there early doors in the stream. Do you know Big Dunk from Cop Talk? I think I know the guy you're on about, Simon. I think I've clicked on one or two of his videos a while back. I think I know who you are talking about, but I wouldn't say I know him. I've never talked to the man. You were at a slurry. Well, I don't know if I could say that. I hope that you're enjoying not having the smell of the slurry anymore, mate. How's Craig? You lost weight. Few people have said that to me lately, actually. I don't know if I have or not, to be honest with you. But I prefer you saying that maybe I've lost weight and put it on. So that works. That works. I'll take that as a W. Thank you. Where's Aquilani? The Little Prince? Don't you dare talk ill of the Little Prince. Oh, we did it. 238. Whoop, whoop. Thank you for those that hit the subscribe button. We're only 12,000 away now, folks. From the big one. From the milestone. Imagine little old Anfield Agenda. 250,000 subscribers. Oh my days. I was only discussing this with my wife last night, and there was this guy called Lad Baby. I don't know if you guys know who he is. He was another YouTuber. And I remember watching the video with my wife when he got his YouTube silver play button for his 100,000 subscribers. And it was a really funny video because it happened to be run over by a delivery driver or something when he got the box. But I remember sitting there with my wife at the time, and I think Anfield Agenda was about 30 or 40,000 subscribers back then. And I just remember thinking to myself at that moment, imagine you got that someday. Imagine you managed to get to 100,000. And I thought that was going to be like the peak of my life if we got there. And not only have we got there, but thanks to your amazing support, we're all the way towards 250,000 nearly, which is phenomenal. Lad Baby is the one who made all the horrendous Christmas on boards. I don't care. He got the silver play button. And his video when he got it was hilarious because the delivery driver had run over it and you could literally see the tyre marks on it. What have we got? Somebody said, where was it? Happy birthday to your son. Thank you, Andres. Where's the comment I was about to read out? Oh, who's the ref? There we go. I knew there was one I was looking to read out. So ref today, can't remember. I think it's Andrew Madley. But the one to keep an eye on is the VAR hub today, because that's where Paul Tierney is going to be liaising. Is that the right word? So yeah, I think it's Andy Madley for the referee, but I know Tierney's in VAR, and that makes me nervous. UFC this morning, did you watch it? No, I didn't watch it. I seen Duplessis won, though, on a split. Or not on a split, well, on a decision after 5 rounds anyway. And apparently it was close. I didn't watch it, I won't lie to you, mate. I was watching the NFL last night. And I'll be watching the NFL again tonight. But yes, good to see him lifting a middleweight belt. Is that right? I don't really follow UFC, so I can't say I'm as informed as a lot of you guys. How's it, Craig? Looking like smashing it today. Thank you. I hope we do. Middleweight, yeah. I didn't watch it myself now, but I'd seen Dana say that he would have given it the other way. I think he said it was 2-2 going into the last round, and Dana White would have given the last round to Strickland. But look, honestly, I don't have a clue. Although, who watched the Natasha Jonas-Michaela Meyer fight last night? Now, again, I was watching NFL, so I didn't tune into it, but the few people in my Discord that watched the fight were certainly of the mindset that Michaela Meyer won it and that Natasha Jonas got a hometown decision. I didn't see it, so I don't really have a right to have a say on it. I think you missed my super chat. My apologies if I did, sir. Let me scroll back up. I did miss it, dude. You're right. Thank you. Are we really going to sign Gonzalo Inacio? I saw a journalist talk about it. So, the only information I really have on the whole Gonzalo Inacio thing, your Daily Sobble lover, is that he's holding out for Liverpool. He's apparently turned down the approaches of Newcastle, and the other 2 clubs mentioned alongside us were United and Real Madrid. So honestly, I don't have a clue. I remember Carlo Ancelotti saying that they've no plans to sign a centre-back in the January window anyway. So if he's holding out for us, I think he's probably going to have to wait till the summer. But a couple of journalists have said that he's the one at the top of our shopping list. So I don't know personally. I'm not going to say I have any information on it. I don't. I'm like you, as interested as everybody else, just to see if and who we go for. It will be very confusing to me, though, if we do sign Gonzalo Inacio, even in the summer when we could have got him last summer, but hey-ho, I guess better late than never. What's the right age for a girlfriend? I don't know how to answer that question, mate, because we all develop differently. We all come from, I don't know, man. My first girlfriend, probably, I don't know, I was young, like, it was second or third class in school, so certainly my first kiss I remember, but I don't know, man, whatever works. Someone said legal age. Nah, nobody has their first girlfriend at a legal age, George. We're not talking about your first time, doing the deed. He said girlfriend here. We all have, what were the girlfriends when we were younger, before the legal age of, or before any of us even got into any of those shenanigans. Craig, if you could bring back one Liverpool player in their prime, who would it be? I think I've answered this question before, but you have to think about it from the perspective of this team, right? So, who would I bring back for this team? Suarez? Suarez or Gerrard or Alonso? Mascherano? God, you could name anyone, really, could you? You could name Torres, Fowler, Rush, Barnes. Oh, God, there's never-ending amounts, mate. You'd want either somebody to play in the anchor of midfield or somebody to the centre up top. That would probably be my thought process. What are your thoughts on today's game? I think 3-1 for the Reds. I'm 3-1 Addison was my score prediction as well. But I don't think it's going to be easy. Honestly, I've got respect for the way Iriola's got that Bournemouth team playing. And certainly, anybody who's coming into today's game expecting it to be a walkover, I think you're going to be disappointed. So, look, we need to leave with the 3 points. That's the most important thing. Make sure we stay top of that league table, because there's some tasty games coming up. We've got a game midweek, obviously, which will decide if we get to Wembley or not. Then next weekend, we've got the FA Cup game against Norwich, so maybe a chance for Klopp to rotate and rest some of the senior players. After that, then Chelsea coming up in the league, massive game, and then Arsenal as well. So that's going to be a big week. What's this one? So David Lynch has said, I think this has gone slightly under the radar as a tricky one for Liverpool. Bournemouth have won 7 of their last 9, and it won't be as easy for Jurgen Klopp to win in front of winner from the bench, given the amount of injuries and internationals have weakened his options. That's from David Lynch. So, as I said, I'm not expecting this to be an easy one either. I think this is going to be a difficult game, but hopefully we get the result. Let's smash these cherry melts. Did you see United CEO said Indian Scouser? Yes, the guy that they half-inched from Manchester City. Did you guys see that? They went in, Manchester United, and I guess Jim Radcliffe went in and took City's, one of their, big chief executives, or one of their big executives, I should say. I think he used to be in charge of sponsorships and stuff at Barcelona previously as well, if I'm not mistaken. If you could sign either Mbappe or Vinicius Jr. Mbappe. But look, Benjamin, I'd happily have either. I'd happily have either of them, but Mbappe would be the one for me if I could have one of those two. But I wouldn't say no to either. If you can add either of those two gentlemen into your team, you're not too far off. Ryan Brewster just got a red card. Sorry to hear that one. So Steve said 115 rattling, leaving a sinking ship. I can't help but say that did come through my mind, Steve. Yes, when I seen that news yesterday about the guy going to Manchester United, I did think, does he know something? Is he running before you know what? So I'm very interested to see what happens if the book does get thrown at City with regard to their owners and sponsors. Because, most sponsors would run, wouldn't they? If you were found guilty and docked points or thrown out of a league, let's say, most sponsors would run, but City don't have most sponsors, do they? Can I read teams? Yes, Rain, they're on the screen though. You could read them yourself if you really, really wanted to, bud. They're right on the screen there for you, but of course, mate, no problem. Start with the Liverpool team. Alisson Becker in goal. Bradley at right back. Joe Gomez at left back. Kanade and Van Dijk are your centre backs today. Alexis McAllister is going to be the defensive midfielder. Then it's going to be Curtis Jones and Harvey Elliott ahead of him. On the right, Lucho Diaz. On the left, Darwin Núñez. Through the centre, Diogo Jota. The Bournemouth team is Neto, Cook, Mepham, Solanke, Christie, Tavernier, Sinistera, Clivert, Hill, Zabarini, and Aarons. That's the Bournemouth team. The Liverpool bench is Adrian, Gakpo, Gravenberch, Bobby Clark, Kate Gordon, James McConnell, Queevin Kelleher, Owen Beck, Jarell Kwanzaa. For Bournemouth, Lloyd Kelly, David Brooks, Marcondes, Alex Scott, Kiefer Moore, Gavin Kilkenny, Philip Billing, Mark Travers, and Ben Greenwood. So they are your benches. Love the Irish sarcasm. Sometimes I wonder if people get the sarcasm at times. I often notice this with Eddie Hearn as well. If I'm watching his interviews, some people don't understand he's being sarcastic a lot of the time and think what he's saying is serious. So yeah, I often do wonder, because I think sarcasm in the way we do it is a very kind of English, Irish, Welsh, Scottish, Northern Irish thing. My dad's a Leeds fan and he's watching, but he won't stop talking about Sinisterra on loan from Leeds. Yeah, it's he's a good player, Sinisterra. He did very well towards the end of last season for Leeds. Certainly, that he's the young guy they brought in from Italy at 18 or something, isn't he? I remember when he first came in, he was being talked about quite a bit. It was quite a coup for Leeds. So, somebody explain something to me, please and thank you. As you know, we've got lots of... Is sarcasm just not a thing in some countries? I think... I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. Obviously, I'm not a representative of all countries, but I don't know. Anyway, somebody in our Discord group yesterday who's from the States was saying to us that the Red Sox Nation is not very happy with FSG at the minute. Anybody got any info as to why? Or is it the usual miserly ways? Dry humour. Yeah, I definitely get that from my dad, mate. My dad was one of them real cut through you with one sentence type people, but wouldn't break a smile. Very serious looking man, but very dry sense of humour. Who'll play on the right, Elliot or Diaz? Diaz. Elliot's in midfield. So, like, looking at the team, it really can't line up any other way. It'd have to be Diaz on the right and Elliot right side of midfield. Because there's no way we're dropping Diaz back into midfield and Jota and Darwin are forward. So, yeah, based off the 11, makes sense that that's going to be the case. Kufal picking up a red card now. So that's 2 reds in that game, 1 for each. What channels are the match on? I'm watching at the moment on Sky Sports Premier League, but it's going to go on Sky Sports main event as well after the Sheffield United West Ham game, which finishes... Actually, that's TNT. Whatever's on, I think it's a WSL game actually on Sky Sports main event. And I think it's coming on after that. Sorry, I'm on the road. Come on, the Reds. Rain. All good, my man. All good. If there's anything else you need, bud, just lash it into the chat. Now that I know you're on the road, it makes sense. I want you keeping your eyes firmly on the road, dude. So if there's anything else you need me to read out or say to you, bud, just holler. And thank you for your super chat, dude. You're very kind. Oh, penalty to Sheffield United as well. Wow. This is that's turning into a tasty game towards the end. So that if I'm right, if they scored this, it'd be 2-2, right? You no longer do watch-alongs on top of the league. No, we do. I'll be on there on Tuesday, mate. It's just we have had to... It's been a really busy January, and everybody involved with top of the league has had family stuff and stuff to get done. So I'll be on there on Tuesday night for the game between Middlesbrough or Chelsea and Middlesbrough, obviously because the winner of that plays the winner of us and Fulham. So Tuesday night I'll be on top of the league watch-along of that, and probably Friday, but I'm still just double checking. I'm hoping to be able to do the Spurs-Man City game in the FA Cup on Friday as well. I hope you and the family stay safe during this heavy storm. Yeah, it's really starting to stir out there now. Very windy, very rainy, and very dark early doors. So yeah, anybody who's in and around, stay safe, please. It's not great weather out there. Today is my birthday. Oh, that's class. Happy birthday, Foxy. Happy birthday to your little man. Thank you, dude. He won't give me a loan, though. He's got more money than I have at the moment, and he won't give me a loan. He just keeps looking at me and laughing. But I'm also proud of that, you know. Did I see the Carvalho goal for Hull? I did. It was a big dirty deflection. I did. I seen it last night because people were talking about it in the Discord. So I did watch the highlights of the game. And look, right time, right place. He took the shot, took a deflection, but it went in. So fair play to Fabio. Ask for a government grant. For what? I love the word grants. What can I have a grant for? Yes, please. Government grant, Craig, please, please. I don't know what I could get one for, but I am a registered business, so if there is a grant to be had there, pony it up, government. Come on. Long journey for fans today. Respect. Yes, God, I never think about that. Yeah, all the way down to Bournemouth. It would be a rather long trip, all right. So, absolutely respect. But you know what? Travelling cop are just immense. Always. You hear them out saying everyone. They're absolutely fantastic. And it always looks like there's a good group of young people in the away fan group, which is nice to see. Should we bring Bobby back to Anfield? No, not for me, Tommy. Because it was real emotional saying goodbye once. And I don't want to go through that again. Yeah, let's leave those memories of Bobby as they are. And yeah, that's the best I can say, man. I love Bobby, as you know. But we said our goodbyes and it was hard enough. That's what you said. Sorry, I couldn't help it. It's just low-hanging fruit. It's just there. Would you consider selling Elliot anytime in the future? No, I wouldn't. Why would we? I don't understand and I'm not saying you're saying this, but I don't understand why some people still don't see what Elliot brings to the team. It baffles me. He mightn't be as flashy perhaps as some of the other players, but he gets through a good amount of work, covers a good amount of ground. His passing percentage is pretty high. You know, he's very efficient with the ball. What time is kickoff? It is 30 minutes, mate. 30 minutes, 4:30 for kickoff today. So what happened with the Sheffield game? Did they take the penalty yet? Gakpo either starts at his non-preferred position or doesn't start at all. Should he be worried? Yes, I think so. Now, not worried as in time to give up on him and move on, but worried that he has to start proving himself in one position if he wants to nail it down on a regular basis. Now, I've got to be honest with you. When we do out a best Liverpool 11, he's not in my 11. You know, with everybody fit and available, it would be Diaz, Darwin, Salah across the front three for me. So he needs to play himself to thinking that we're all saying, well, he's one of those automatic front threes. But he has a big role to play in the squad and he delivers more often than not when he's brought on, or at least impacts a game in a positive way. Kate going home tomorrow if the weather's okay. How long did she pop over for at a time, Jensk, actually? I often wondered that. And safe travels as well to Kate, and thank you, Jensk. Not going to lie, I'm quite nervous for today, said Will Morris. I think it's understandable, mate. This has banana skin written all over it. It is not the easy place to go that, you know, we used to think maybe this could be 5 or 6 or 9 as we've done previously against Bournemouth. But yeah, I think under Iriola they're a different beast, so I don't think it's going to be an easy game today. 2-2. There you go. So we've got that confirmation. Penalty was scored. So 2-2 in the Sheffield United West Ham game. What is my all-time Liverpool 11? Oh, mate, I've made this video. It's on the channel. I don't remember it off the top of my head, but I have made. Now, when I do all-time 11s, I only ever include people that I've seen, not people that came before my time. But the video is up on the channel. If you get a chance, just search it and you'll see it. What's your best midfield? At this moment, it would either be Endo, McAllister, Szoboszlai, or Endo, Jones, Szoboszlai. One of those combinations. I haven't really got enough of a sample size of McAllister on the left side of an attacking part of midfield, which is where I'd like to see him. So one of those two would be my midfield trio. Who would you choose as manager after Klopp? So again, it's a long way away, and managerial merry-go-rounds change a lot between now and 2.5 years. But Today you're looking at Alonso, De Zerbi. I'm just thinking styles of football. Ange Postecoglou, I wouldn't mind watching his style of football at Liverpool. I don't really think there's anyone else that stands out to me off the top of my head. But you're thinking Alonso, De Zerbi, Postecoglou. They're probably the three that pop into my mind. Imagine if we could put a prime Robbie Fowler in that squad. Oh, would you stop, Gary? It'd be just the man would feast. Yeah, God. A prime Robbie Fowler or a prime Suarez. I say Suarez would have been absolutely unbelievable under Klopp. Will I be live after the watch-along? So, here's what we do on a match day now. So, we do the watch-along. Then I do a recorded match reaction, a recorded player ratings, and then half an hour after the game ends, we're back live for a fan reaction show where we just go through your thoughts on the game. The racism that was happening at the AC Milan game was disgusting. Yes, it was and is, and any form of racism in any ground is disgusting. And how in this day and age, mate, are we still there? I mean, Man U was right to walk off the pitch, and something needs to be done. And I'm not saying one league's worse than the others, but either way, there's a problem still in society. I'm not even going to say in the game, because it's not just about the game. Society causes these problems, and they're just brought into the game. So yeah, there is massive issues that need to be resolved and educated on and discussed. And punishment needs to be severe at this point. It has to be a real deterrent. What are your thoughts about Unai Emery? Incredibly good manager. Incredibly good manager. And like, you can see the difference in levels of coaches from when Gerrard was at Villa to when Unai Emery came in and what he achieved with the same group. It's just, you know, the man deserves his credit. He's a very, very good coach. Do I play video games or have any other hobbies you could stream? I'd love to see you expand one day, Craig. A lot of us come here for you, not Liverpool. So, I won't lie, Ken, I often wonder about that. Now, no, I don't really play games, but I do have things I'd like to do outside of football, but I've never known if the audience would follow over. So, yeah, in the future, I definitely want to expand out from football and sport, but I don't think of myself as having any skill or humour or anything that would appeal to people outside of maybe football, which I feel like I know quite well. So, I don't know, mate. I'd love to do it, but I'd be too scared nobody come and I'd follow me arse, if you get me. Make an NFL channel? No. I'm not qualified enough to do NFL watch-alongs in my mind. I'm only 2 years into watching NFL, 2.5 years, and I'm still learning. So I certainly wouldn't feel I have the knowledge to do an NFL watch-along. I feel like that would be an insult to people who actually know the game properly. You're a treasure. Thank you, Jessica. I keep saying that to my wife. National treasure, love. Do you know what, though? Really quickly, before we get back to football, on me. Woo, I get confused. On the live show in Boston, should I do all Liverpool stuff or should I mix in Craig stuff? Because when I'm writing the show out and I'm sitting there figuring it out, there's loads of stuff I'd like to tell people, lots of like funny family stories and stuff I'd like to throw into these things, but I don't know, because if I go watch something, like let's say, for instance, I went to see a Red Men TV show or an Anfield rap show, I'd want a bit of both. I'd want some of their knowledge on football, some of their opinions on sport, but I'd also want a little bit about them and their journeys and stuff like that. So I often wonder that, because the worst thing I could possibly think of is going out on stage, talking about stuff, and then people going, football. Both. Sweet. Thank you. I'll keep that in mind, because that really frees me up a lot. Thank you so much. You guys are awesome. Honestly, I don't know why I just get this love from you guys, but you make me feel $1 million, so thank you so much. So long. Do you know what? I thought to myself the other day, thank you, Liz. Appreciate you as well. And I hope you're well. I only thought this the other day. It's a long way since the trolling days, isn't it? It's a long way since people were just calling me an embarrassment and stuff like that. I mean, I'm sure it still happens, but I don't get to see it because I've got my amazing chat. So, score predictions. What we got? I'm going to stick to my 3-1 score prediction that I went with all week. I think that sounds about right. I'd rather it be 2-0, but let's get some score predictions. It wouldn't surprise me if we end up splitting or spilling points here. It's not an easy game, mate. You know, you're right to be nervous. So Sporting CM Jornal, or I think are Portuguese outlet, are saying Liverpool preparing an offer Gonzalo Inacio. Sporting don't want to sell as they're challenging for the title and leading the table, but they won't be able to do anything if Liverpool trigger his release clause. So there is a bit more conversation then coming about Inacio, so let's wait and see. Loads of 3-0s, 3-1s, 2-0s. What have we got? 4-0 to Liverpool, said Gina. 3-1 to Poole, said McDara. 3-1 for Alan Hooker. Liam's gone 4-2. I think a lot of people feeling like a Liverpool by 2 goals by the looks of it. Yeah, I tell you what, as long as we don't have to try and rescue it in the last 15 again, there's only so many of those you can take in a season. Why send Reece Williams out on loan when we need more centre-back cover? I think deep down, Connor, my friend, you probably know the answer to that question. Because he's not good enough. And look, it sounds harsh, but it's true. He's not. Nor is Nat Phillips. Nor is Billy Comedio. And Billy Comedio looks like he could be facing a bit of a dilemma. He's been called back from his loan spell at Dunkirk in the second tier French football. And these guys, when they've gone out on loan, like, if you're playing for Liverpool and you go on loan to, like, an Aberdeen, as Reece Williams was, I want him to be head and shoulders above everybody else on that pitch. And they're not. They're struggling to get in and get minutes. So that surely tells us something. Do you think Newcastle rejection has made Liverpool want to act fast for Inacio? It's a tough one because Liverpool know that at any point they could pay the money and there's nothing Sporting could do. So let me say it like this. If Liverpool went to the player and said, dude, we want you, we're coming back for you in the summer, sit tight, then I feel like if he really wants to come to Liverpool, he'd probably go, okay, I'll sit tight, but, you know, make it happen in the summer. So if he gave that indication to Liverpool, I think maybe we'll sit as we are. But if he said, look, I'd love to come to Liverpool, but, you know, it's my dream to play in the Premier League, and if somebody comes in for me, you know, can I take the chance that you'll come back in the summer? Your plans might change, but this is my career. So I guess it depends on what the vibe is from the player as well. What's this? Right, so here's a list of all the Liverpool players that we know of that are out on loan. So Fabio Carvalho's at Hull. Sepp van den Berg is at Mainz in Germany. Tyler Morton is at Hull as well. Luke Chambers at Wigan. And well done to Luke Chambers, by the way. Got himself an assist yesterday in Wigan's, I think, 1-0 win. Harvey Davies is at Crewe. Pitaluga's over at St Patrick's Athletic here in Ireland. Reece Williams against Port Vale. Dominic Corness is at, I don't know who the hell that is, Everton. Adam Lewis, Newport County. James Norris, Tranmere. Lucas Stevenson, Barrow. Orginski, Den Bosch. Anderson Arroyo is at Andorra, and Viroslav Yaros is at Sturm Graz. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 14 players out on loan there that we can count anyway. What's your prediction? I'm gone 3-1, mate. 3-1. So we are now 18 minutes away from kickoff, my friends. Don't forget, drop a like on the stream. Let's see if we can get 1,000 likes before the game kicks off. And hit the subscribe button if you are in. Thank you to everyone that has subscribed already. We are, as you can see, after hitting 238,000 now. Would you have Firmino or Aguero? In general, look, you're talking to confirmed Bobby Firmino fanboy. So, Firmino. But I absolutely hold Sergio Aguero's goal-scoring attribute to the very, 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 very highest regard. But the way we played, Bobby, was so important for what we did. Do you think Luton will stay up? They're the best placed of those three teams. And by that I mean I think they've got the most spirit, the hardest working squad, and if Everton go down, I think Luton will be the ones that stay up. So I would still say probably go down, but I would give them the best chance of the clubs in the bottom three. I'm a quiet viewer, but I just want to say I love your personality and positivity. I just put the word personality in there because I've seen a P word and just invented it. Love your positivity. Keep up the great work. Thank you. Some people would say I definitely am too positive, mate, but I just like to think that I'm honest in my opinion. If I don't like something, I'm going to say it. Doesn't mean I hate anybody. Sometimes I think people need to differentiate that in the moment stuff with longer term. We beat Arsenal 7-1 in the Youth Cup yesterday. We love that. Bayern are losing 1-0, which is insane. They're playing Werder Bremen as well, if my memory's right. And the odds of that was ridiculous, by the way. Like, I think Bayern were something like, I want to say 1-10 on, or something like that, at home to win that game. Thoughts on Bobby Clark coming in today as a sub? Do you know what? What I've seen of Bobby Clark, I have to say, impressed with the young man. It's a difficult position to gauge at times when he comes on, but he's always looked solid to me. And, you know, he signed that new contract not so long ago with the club. Comes from good football and family as well. His father was, I believe, a Newcastle player, if my memory's right. So, yeah, good player and certainly good potential to be another academy product who comes through, if we can call him an academy product, because, you know, we did pinch him from Newcastle's academy, if I remember correctly. Thoughts on the storm in Ireland, supposed to start at 5. Yeah, I can hear it outside, mate. It's certainly getting windy out there, 100%. And everyone just stay safe. You know, no unnecessary journeys. If you don't need to be out, stay indoors, where worst case scenario, maybe the electricity will go. And I hope it doesn't go for me during the watch-along. Do you think we will get the quadruple? No, I don't, Tommy. And I don't know if that makes me negative or not, but let's be realistic about it. It's very unlikely. You know, it's a difficult thing to do. And we came close to it. We were 2 games away from it, but I think League Cup and Europa League are 2 I feel confident about. The league, we're going to have to see how the next few weeks go. And the FA Cups kind of comes down to sometimes the draw you get, really. Leverkusen have a 7-point lead on Bournemouth, or on Bayern, sorry. Yeah, they won 3-2 yesterday, is that right? Leverkusen? I certainly know they were losing and came back. Treble coming. Look, 2 trophies I think should be a minimum aim for this season with how the season has gone so far. We've got a relatively, I don't want to say comfortable draw in the FA Cup, but you take Norwich at home, wouldn't you? So we've got that, and then you don't know what's next. We know we're 90 minutes away from Wembley on Wednesday. If we don't concede at Fulham, we're there. At least don't lose and we're there. So that's a final coming up then. And then you've got the Europa League where we can sit back and watch the knockout round take place and then see who makes it through to the next round where we come back into the competition. The Premier League's, look, that's the one. This is the biggest trophy we're playing for this season, in my opinion. Our away form in the Europa is not good. Yeah, but we were putting out very mixed teams in the Europa because we were trying to manage the season, and that's what you're supposed to do in those group stage games. I think you'll see Liverpool start to take the tournament more seriously now with regards to the 11 we put out. Can you ever forgive Gundogan for scoring against Villa to beat us the last day? I'll tell you who I can forgive, Foxy. Never mind Gundogan. Iheanacho. Nobody's ever going to convince me Iheanacho didn't miss that on purpose. So yeah, Iheanacho's the one for me that I'm not going to forgive. We should beat Leverkusen. I think we should as well. I mean, I know people think Leverkusen are good, and they are. But we're better in my eyes. So I think we're the favourites in that competition for a reason. Because I think we're the best team in it. I love you, Craig. Thank you. Much appreciated, genuinely. 3 love hearts as well, so I know you're serious. Thank you. Is Soboslai still out? Yes. Yes, he is. Unfortunately, this one came a little bit too soon. We did say it was going to be touch and go, And he himself was saying over when he was in Hungary on that break that if it's not this one, it should be the next one. So, yeah, unfortunately, it wasn't ready. But I'd rather we're cautious than we rush somebody back. Craig, you're an absolute legend. Thank you. You're all very kind. Really appreciate you. I don't know, again, this is weird to me. I come from the background of being trolled, so this is all kind of... It's nice, but weird. Does Salah miss the rest of... Did you mean the competition, Gary? So, Mo is going to miss Egypt's next 2 games. If there is 2 games. So certainly he'll miss the last game against... I think it's Cape Verde. And then... The last 16 game, they said he'd miss as well. So, if Egypt get through to the quarterfinals, that point onwards, he should be back for them. Remember the Rodri handball versus Everton that wasn't given? Yep, I do. I also remember Vincent Kompany scoring that worldie for City against Leicester as well, which broke my heart. What a strike that was, though. Wifey brought any drinks today? No, because I've a bit of a jippy tummy. Yeah, bit of a weird tummy today, so I'm sticking to the water and coffee. Who's on pens? I don't know. Honestly, don't know. Your guess is as good as mine. I mean, who would be on them? McAllister, maybe. Darwin, Jota. I don't know. We've got good ball strikers, so I would guess McAllister, but it would just be that. I love your content, Craig. Thank you, Hasna. That's very, very kind of you, my friend. Craig, in my opinion, this is the best watch-along channel in the world. Yeah, I agree. I agree. I've always said that, to be fair. I'm not trying to be arrogant about it, but I'm not saying we're the best YouTube channel in the world, but I do think we have the most fun watch-alongs in the world. Tell me anybody else who has a dancing alien. Okay, you could say, Craig, why the hell do you need a dancing alien? But I would say to you, why not? Huh? Isn't life better with a dancing alien? Egypt won't qualify for the knockouts. I don't know, Jimmy. A draw would probably be enough because the way the AFCON is and the Asia Cup, every top 2 in the group go through, but 4 of the best number 3 placed teams go through as well. So they could go through finishing 3rd in that group, mate. And think of it this way as well. Cape Verde have already qualified, top in the group. So their manager will probably rotate a bit and look towards the next round, as we would all do in that position. So they're going to probably face a weakened Cape Verde, and they may only need a draw. So I don't know. I think they have a chance. Thoughts on Joey's fight last night in Misfits? So I didn't see it, but I know we won. So I don't watch the Misfits cards. It's not my thing. I was there for, was it Ed Matthews getting knocked through the ropes? That was hilarious. After he basically told what was your woman's name to shut up and get her kit off, and karma bit him back there, didn't it? But well done to Joey, by the way. He's a lovely guy, you know. We only met him for the first time when I was over on the kickoff. Really nice guy. Like, really easy to talk to, really sound. So yeah, congratulations, Joey. Delighted for him. I still say the same thing, though. I know people laugh at me. I would punch fuck out of anybody in those Misfits. I sit back with my wife looking at it on clips and just go... Even she, as a woman, says to me, "Oh, lads." Was it Endo or Dom who only had 3 injuries in their entire football career? I don't know. I have no idea. I would say it was Endo if it was one of those two, because Endo seems more robust. Do I want Egypt to go through? Nope. I will shamelessly tell you I don't give a shite about any of the internationals when our boys are away. The sooner the better Endo and Mo are out of those competitions in my eyes. I don't care if that upsets anybody from those countries. It's, you tell me you wouldn't feel the same in the other way around. So yeah, for me, Liverpool's the focus. And if Egypt gets knocked out or Japan gets knocked out early, so be it. Welcome home, boys. I don't know how everybody else feels about that, by the way. I don't know if I'm on my own with that vibe, but It's nothing against the countries, but, this is mid-season. I hate that these competitions are on mid-season. So the less distraction for us as a club, the better. Doesn't mean, I'm not trying to be rude to these countries, but that's my priority. Massive Red Sox fan. They told the fans they were going full throttle this off-season, then managed to not sign anybody of note or make any significant improvements to the team. Thank you, Levi. I was asking people earlier on about that, mate, because somebody did tell me that Red Sox Nation were a little bit upset with FSG, and I didn't know why. I gathered it was probably because they were being cheap again. But look, I don't know enough about baseball, mate, to talk about what the ownership group have or haven't done, but my fear is always, if they don't spend big continuously to support the town they're from and the club that you would imagine they grew up watching, what hope have we got in Liverpool, that they'll actually go full throttle, as you've said. Matka or Jota on pen, said Harry Klein. Brian, LFC USA is in the house. 20 gifted memberships, bing bang bosh, we love that. Well in, Brian. And welcome to all those people who've got the memberships. Brian just shows up like Santa Claus out of nowhere, just whoosh, bestows the gifts. Can't wait to get over and meet Brian and his brother again in Boston. And then me and Brian hoping to have a bit of a boys' trip to Vegas in October, which is going to be awesome. We were actually last night, Brian, myself and Sabrina were sitting there looking at Gillette Stadium a bit more, because we're obviously going to see a Revolutions game. We needed pitching, and there were pitchers available that could have gone after. I don't understand baseball, Davino, so they're being cheap. Am I right in that one? Your daily Sobo lover, straight in with 10. Boom, that's 30 memberships gifted in the past minute. So well in. Your daily Sobo lover. Excuse me. Thank you so much, bud. And Brian again, thank you. Yes, very, very cheap, said Davino. So, team news. The teams, are in the tunnel, ready to come out. Verge, of course, going to be walking out first. Captain in Liverpool. We're going to be in our green and white shirts today. Bournemouth, of course, in their red and black stripes. Nunes hat-trick, 10 quid on it. Dave, you know what that means, my man? You better lose 10 quid, bro. Anything on Inacio? Yeah, we spoke about a story earlier on from CM Journal who said Liverpool are, weighing up or ready to pounce, basically. I don't know if that means now or the summer, though. God, it's really picking up outside, the old wind. Very windy. Have to say, as the season's gone on, that kit has really grown on me. And Alisson's in the orangey yellow kit today as well. Looking nice and bright out there in the cold winter days. Liverpool for 3 points. So many members now. Yep. The more the merrier. It's great to see. And don't forget, if you become an Anfield Agenda Ultra member, you get access to our Discord group, which is where we chat offline and stuff. It is only for Anfield Agenda Ultra members. You also get the usual stuff, the custom emojis. Your name will appear in green to me, making it easier to read out your comments. You'll also get the occasional viewers' polls and stuff like that as well, and a couple of other bits and bobs, including all the cool emojis like Muskrat, which I haven't had to see used today so far. Come on, the boys. I like that tracksuit top, the green, white and black one. It's nice. Love your efforts and content. Stay safe and keep it up. Thank you. Kubaib or Kubaib? I'm not sure if I pronounced that incorrectly, mate. Sorry, but thank you. Bayern lost to Bremen. Wow. Tuchel's getting the boot. If they lost to Bremen and they're, 7 points behind, Tuchel's not going to last too much longer. He's getting the boot. That's right. There's Szoboszlai's injury record. So Szoboszlai's only had 4 injuries in his career. Somebody asked that earlier on. There's 4 listed there, which is still very minimal. Best in the world, Craig. Always loving your channel on the Anfield Agenda clips. Thank you, Tayshawn. The clips channel's absolutely flying. It's only been going, I don't know, a couple of weeks again. It's nearly had 500,000 views already. So yeah, if you haven't searched, please do check out Anfield Agenda Clips, which is where we're putting a mix of edited clips with some funny stuff to it. We're putting in some just short takes of stuff that we've talked about on stream that the lads have condensed down. But if you want some shorter form, quicker, punchier content, do check out Anfield Agenda Clips. Brian, my man. Craig, unfortunately, been out of the loop recently. Are we standing still this window? Cheers to Conor and Ben as well. It looks like we pretty much are, Brian. Unless something happens. So the conversation has been the old, as it stands, Liverpool have no plans to act in the window, but we're always alert to any changing possibilities as the window comes to a conclusion. I think that's the best summary I can give you, my man. Right, let me get ready. First half, get the clock good to go. So, sit back, relax, and I will try my best to take you through the next 90 minutes. Reminder afterwards, we'll have a pre-recorded match reaction, a pre-recorded video of player ratings, and then we'll be back live half an hour after the game ends for our fan reaction show, where you guys give us your thoughts on the game. The most boring January window ever. Oh, it's been shocking. Right across the board, like, for everybody. Very few deals been done so far. How long does the membership last? 30 days, I think. A month, basically. Right, here we go. Darwin's going to score today, isn't he? Come on, Darwin. Let's go. He looks ready. Quick start, boys. Come on, let's be at it from the off. Glad to be back. Went to the Lake District for the weekend. Nice. Hope you enjoyed it, George. Never been, but apparently it's a beautiful part of the UK. Right, teams are both out of their pre-match huddles, so now it's going to be down to the football. And how good is it to say that again after having been away for, 11 days now without the Reds? As soon as we get the clock going, we'll get ready to sync. Do hit the like button, by the way. We're up about 600 and something likes at the minute. You're saying clock, mate. The game hasn't started at my end yet. So when it starts at my end, I'll start the clock. Right, ref's doing his checks. Liverpool playing from left to right. And away we go. Bournemouth do the decent thing and launch the ball out long right hand side, with Liverpool win the initial header and it falls to Curtis Jones. Van Dijk. Gomez looking to play out. Bournemouth press up quickly. McAllister tries to play it out but gives it straight to a Bournemouth player, and early doors here, Bournemouth on the attack. Corner. Gomez puts it behind and it's an early Bournemouth corner. First 30 seconds on that far side. Do you think we can win the league? We can win it, yes, but there's a lot of football still to be played. Right, boys, come on. You'd imagine with the wind and stuff, they're going to drop this in right. Oh no, they've gone short. Low ball in. This is obviously a pre-work corner routine here for Bournemouth. Jones has it. Again, we're taking too long to make those clearances. We've had to put it behind for another corner. Again, we're not getting time that these boys think we have here. Jones needs to just put the laces through that instead of trying to play out with it. So there'll be a second corner here after Canada gets a block and puts it behind. Ball in. Clear the way. Jota now. Liverpool have a chance to start to counter. We give it straight back to them again. So sloppy. Cross it again from Bournemouth. Flick to the edge of the box. And it just hooked away this time. Come on, boys. Wake up. Bournemouth throw in on the far side. It's been all Bournemouth here in the opening exchanges. We haven't got a chance to put our foot in the ball and ease into this yet. Right, ball back inside the Bournemouth half. Elliott chases. It's all the way back with Neto, who puts his boot through it and launches it long. Go straight out for Liverpool throw-in. Right, boys, come on. Bradley to take the throw-in on this near side. Upfield, bounces over Diaz. Again, it's hooked forward by Bournemouth. Yes, good tracking back, Conor Bradley. Clears his lines. Jota presses. Keep going. No fouls, boys. Again, it's played long. You can totally see that Bournemouth are looking to play early balls over the top to try and get in behind our high line. Right, come on, press. 3 minutes gone and we've barely touched the ball. We have touched it. We haven't kept possession at all. I don't like the camera angle here. I think it's probably because the stands aren't very high. Back with Neto. He puts his boot through it, launches it long out right hand side. Be a Liverpool throw in. Where's Craig? Oh, I'm here, Josh. Hi, I'm Craig. Nice to meet you. Allison. To Jones. To Verge. Canade. To Diaz. To McAllister. Tries the ball through to Darwin. Second ball drops. Jones gets there, but he's brushed off it and Bournemouth clear their lines. Van Dijk steps forward, heads it to Gomez. McAllister, nothing on for him, so he's forced back to Alisson Becker. Lee, absolutely I'm not 9 minutes behind, but I think that might be you. Definitely not 9 minutes behind. Maybe 20 seconds, 15 seconds, but yeah. Right, here we go. Jones, left side of the penalty area. Jota, ball ricochets back, but Bournemouth get to clear it. Now we're starting to put a bit of pressure on. Here we go. Diagonal ball played, looking for Diaz. The wind catches that, takes it behind. Goal kick. Right, let me sync. I'm going to sync now. It's 5 minutes and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, the wind does look bad there, mate. But look, if you could hear outside my house, the wind's howling at the minute. Solanke now for Bournemouth. Ball back inside. Down the line. Another corner. Fucking hell. Another corner, this time on the near side. How much do you want to bet if we keep putting pressure on Liverpool, we'll hit them on the break? I don't mind. I hope we do. That would be lovely. Matthew Hansen, welcome to Anfield Agenda FC, my friend. Thank you so much for that. Right, Tavernier to take the corner, gives the signal. They go short again. Ball back, second ball in. Pushed behind by Alisson this time. It'll be another corner to Bournemouth, this time on the near side. It's definitely been a very chaotic start to this. Bournemouth have certainly had the better of the opening exchanges, I think it's fair to say. Another corner in. Headed away by Canade. Well done, Ibu. Second ball from Bournemouth. It's played deep. Alisson leaps up and catches that. And he looks to start the counter-attack quickly by going long upfield. Darwin, you forgot the ball, dude. You forgot. He's just running. Just running. He forgot to look where the ball was. And it's headed back to Neto. But you could see there quickly from Alisson. He knew he had three boys up top. Tried to release the ball quickly. And it just was a little bit too far ahead of Darwin. Come on, press. Press, Jones. Come on. Bournemouth throw in far side. How was your day off yesterday? It was good, thank you. Spent it with my son. It's his birthday yesterday, so we brought him out for dinner and stuff. And then watched loads of NFL. So yeah, good in that regard. I tell you what though, if Real Madrid lose, and you say they are losing, that's going to be one hell of an incentive tonight for Girona, who take on Sevilla, to stretch that lead at the top. Because I know Real Madrid had a game in hand, but Verge here brought back for a foul just inside their half. So it'll be a free kick to Bournemouth just at the edge of the centre circle on the far side. Happy birthday to you, Sean. Thank you. Right, 8 minutes on the clock. Not been great so far, folks, has it? Don't forget, do hit the subscribe button if you're new to the channel. Appreciate all of your support. Come on, boys. That's it. Keep pressing. Bournemouth on the near side. Kluivert. Or is it Sinistera? Sorry. Don't know the Bournemouth numbers well enough yet. Neto goes long. Ibu leaps. Ball breaks. Second ball to McAllister. Release it. Release it, Alexis. Well done. Well done, young man. Elliott to Bradley. Nothing on for him, so he takes a safe route and goes back to Alisson Becker. So in my head, I like to think this is Liverpool against AC Milan. Does anybody else play these games in their own head with coloured strips and just like to imagine their other teams? It was either AC Milan or it was going to be Bohemians, one or the other. McAllister gets fouled, free kick. Bournemouth player went through the back of him. I think it was Cook. Referee blows the whistle. Free kick to Liverpool just on the edge of the centre circle inside their own half. Thank you, Jen. Appreciate that. Canade. Alexis. Back to Ibu. Harvey Elliott. McAllister. Nice switch of play by him across left-hand side to Darwin. Go on, Darwin. McAllister. Switch from him now, from left to right. Oh! Bradley's done well. Ball. Oh, the ball in's not great. Bournemouth player had committed. Well in. Well in, Elliott. Liverpool ball. Well done, boys. Better. Better pressing high up the pitch. Cal, thank you, mate. Appreciate you. McAllister in again. Close him down, boys. Close him down. Pressure. Don't foul. Do not give him a cheap out. Press. 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 They've done well there, Bournemouth. They've played around the press. Ball over the top now is too much on it, and it's all the way through to Alisson Becker. Both teams pressing pretty quickly in this game, which the work rate is really impressive actually from both teams so far. You can definitely see the style of football there that Iraola has looked to input into this Bournemouth team. Unlike United, where I can't see a style that Ten Hag's trying to get them playing. Salah update. And you think during the middle of a watch-along is the time for that, do you? For the Salah update. Not a little quick Google search. Let's just, disturb the bald fat man in the middle of a watch-along because I can't Google Salah update. Come on, boy. Check it out. It's days old at this point, the Salah update. Bournemouth now on the attack left side. Oh. Goes past Bradley but overruns it and it goes out for a goal kick. It's alright, Eric. I'm only taking the P, mate. Don't take me seriously at all, but the update is 2 games. That's the update, mate. 2 games. So Madrid have scored to make it 2-2. Shock. Jones to Darwin. Darwin tries a switch out right hand side looking for Diaz. It's a good ball. Well done. Lucho now. Come on. That's it. Good play. Now release the ball, mate. Release the ball. Find a teammate. Over here. Canade tried to thread a through ball through to Elliott, but overhits it to go straight out for a goal kick. Liverpool making Bournemouth look like Milan. Or, and here's the thing, mate, we're just feeling our way into the game and it's still 0-0. Some people live in a delusional world where they think we have the right to show up and win games 4 or 5-0. It's the Premier League. It's one of the most competitive leagues in the world. You have to earn the right to win. It's not like some other leagues where you can coast your way through against the lower teams. Unlucky. Bradley tries to pick out Darwin. Second ball breaks. And again, just a little too much on it from Gomez. And it goes all the way through to Neto. Again, press. Ooh, that's it. Forced. We press. Ball's played back to Bournemouth centre-back under pressure, who just booted straight at a play for a throw-in to Liverpool on the near side. Oh, Madrid goals disallowed. Oh, that's a shame. Oh well. Oh, shucks. So that's 2 disallowed goals in that game in the space of 2 or 3 minutes. Come on. Oh, unlucky Diogo. Pressure. We've started to match Bournemouth with our intensity now, and we're starting to have a bit more time ourselves in their half. How come you're so delayed? It's Sky Glass, mate. You know, it is frustrating for me because we got Sky Glass in thinking, oh, brilliant, no satellite dish needed. But little did I know there was going to be about a 15-second delay before the YouTube delay. So I've paid for my 200 and something quid a month Sky package, but Sky Glass has a delay, and it is very frustrating for these type of things. So I'll seriously be considering over the summer maybe going back to a dish. Jota. Oh, lovely ball switched out to Darwin left side. Go on. Jones. They gave that Madrid goal, did they? It was 2-2 then. I've no idea. Like you lads said it was ruled out, and now it's a goal, so I give up. I don't know. But it is Madrid, and we all know that there's different rules in La Liga for Madrid and Barcelona. Diaz. Back to Verge. Canade. Bradley. That's it, Alexis. Well done, young man. Well, that's a delicious ball, Alexis. Unlucky Darwin. Unlucky. Yes, Elliott wins it back high up the pitch. Go on, Harvey, lad. Go on. Pulls it back edge of the box. Joe Gomez takes a touch. Dinks it towards the far post to Diogo Jota. Too much on it and it goes behind. Why didn't Joe put the laces through that? I tell you what, though. That was a beautiful ball played from Alexis McAllister through to Darwin Núñez. So, yeah, he's settling into that well. Look at that ball. That was amazing. And then Núñez had a couple of players around him. Ball eventually breaks because Elliott wins it back to the edge of the box to Joe Gomez. You're thinking, put your laces through it, dude. But he tries to dink it to the far post and it goes behind Diogo and out for a goal kick. McAllister's our best player right now, said Alf. Yeah, he's certainly warming into this game, McAllister. He's understanding what Klopp wants from him a little bit better, I think. Yes, Darwin. Well in. That's weak. That's fucking weak, Joe. Get up. Bournemouth now into the box. Ball played in. Ricochet through to Alisson. That's weak from Gomez. Darwin gets a foot in, plays the ball towards Joe, who wins the ball, then is back to the player, and the player just goes into him a little bit. Joe falls on the ground hoping for a free kick. Ref doesn't give it, and Bournemouth started a counter. Again, that's the type of stuff that annoys me about Gomez. You're that big, strong, why is he going to ground? Elliott, Jones, back to Elliott. Switches up the angle of attack to the left side to Joe Gomez. Gomez out to Darwin. Darwin gets challenged, gets back up. And wins the throw. Good work, Darwin. Yes, Darwin is definitely putting in a shift. Good shout, that. He's working hard down that left channel. 18 minutes and 20 seconds on the clock. Throw into Liverpool. Down by the corner flag on the far side of the pitch. Gomez to take it. Craven Moorhead to Barca or Real Madrid. Who was worse, fans? I'm going to say Real, but neither cover themselves in glory, Craven. And I say that as somebody who would be in the Barca camp. McAllister. Oh, he's going to have a shot. That's weak. Drags it wide. So Alexis McAllister picks up the ball in midfield. Goes about 10-15 yards. Nobody comes to close him down. So he continues running. And then thinks to himself, look, I'll have a crack. Gets onto his right boot and just drags the shot wide. A lot of people say both fans are bad. Look, one thing I'll say about the Real Madrid fans in particular, on social media, I should say, is I've never seen a bunch of more entitled football fans in my life. They probably won't admit this, but it's there for you to go have a look at. They were saying they didn't want Bellingham, that he was a hype job. And they had nothing to do with him. Not worth the money. I'll never get them. And the fact that they laugh at other clubs, if they're in for a player and another team's in for them, they laugh at them as if we're not going to get him. We're Real Madrid. We do what we want. Well done, Conor Bradley. Kept the ball well. He was challenged, gets the throw in, throws it to Elliott. Remember, same fans who booed Ronaldo and who, when they were unveiling Eden Hazard, held up signs inside the stadium saying, we want Mbappe. That'd be lovely, wouldn't it? If you were showing up for your unveiling at Real Madrid and you see all the signs going, we want Mbappe. Canade now. Out left-hand side to Gomez. Bradley playing good today. He's a good player, Tayshawn. I told you about Bradley a while ago. You know, once he got the chance, I knew he'd take it. Now, I'm not saying he'll ever displace Trent, but he's certainly fighting hard and doesn't look out of place out there on the pitch. You're the king. Thank you. I'll take it. Where's my crown? Surely I get a crown if I'm the king. Jota. He's dragged back. Free kick Liverpool. I was going to say get Trent ready, but Trent ain't here. Almost a quarter of the way through. Free kick to Liverpool here. About 30 yards out in a central area. Not really in a shooting position, I don't think. So probably going to have to shift the angle here to get a cross in. Or, I don't know, might be right on the edge of it. Did you see Ivan Toney yesterday moving the football? Genius stuff. Genius. People might call that cheating or whatever. And it might be, but he got away with it. And I know I wouldn't be angry if it was one of our boys who moved it. There you go, Craig. 3-2 Madrid, by the way. Oh, that's an awful free kick. Fucking awful. That was a shocking free kick. Over hit to the back post. Goes straight at a play. Just fucking stupid. moving the ball. Yeah, did you not see it? So the ref put down the foam, and then they set their wall. Then Ivan Toney shifted it about 12 inches to the right, giving him a better angle, and he passed it round the outside of the wall into the corner. It was very cheeky. He even moved the foam and all, so the ref wouldn't notice. Madrid goal offside. There you go. So that's more, what, 3 goals in that game offside now, or ruled out? Well done, Ibu. Darwin. I mean, so everyone says Madrid cheat, or Tony cheating, right? But here's the thing. How many times in a game of football do we see free kicks not taken from the right spot? If it's in the halfway line and nobody cares. It's one of these strange things again about football, about it being different in another part of the pitch. So if somebody moves the ball 3-4 yards for a free kick inside their own half, nobody gives a damn. But Tony moves it 12 inches and everyone's calling him a cheat. I think it was clever. And if the ref or VAR didn't pick it up, that's on them. Hi mate, sorry if you've already answered this question. Who's your pick for the Super Bowl? And thank you, PJ, mate. Appreciate your super chat, dude. I don't think I have answered it, actually. Oh, look, my pick means nothing because I'm new to NFL, but from what I've watched, I mean, it's going to take something special to stop that Ravens defense and Lamar Jackson. I mean, I was so impressed with him swarming all over Texans last night. Strike! Ooh, on target, unlucky from Darwin. Moved just in front of Neto when he dropped and made a save. But, you know, the Lions story is amazing. I can't wait to watch that tonight. But look, if I had to put money down, I'd be putting it on the Ravens. What do you guys think, by the way? Not the Cowboys. Did you see they're keeping their coach, by the way? I was sure Jerry Jones was going to fire him. Corner to Liverpool. Well done, Diaz. Not giving up the chase. 25 minutes on the clock. Tommy Campbell. Thank you, dude, for the super sticker. Much appreciated. Thoughts on the Mannion situation? I think it's disgusting that it's still going on in society and in the game. And I think Mannion was absolutely spot on to walk off. And I would have done the same in his position. Or at least I would have supported him in his position if I was there as well, or the coach. Look, society has a big problem. And the fact that it's creeping back into sport again, it needs to be stamped out. And proper sanctions need to be put in place. Right. Corner. Elliott delivers it. Headed away at the near post by Bournemouth. Second ball's up in the air. Headed to the edge of the box. Bradley gets it. Back to Gomez. Gomez goes out right hand side to Elliott. Elliott back to Connor Bradley. Bradley, that's a good ball to the far post. Unlucky. What did Mannion do? He walked off. There was monkey chants and stuff that were being aimed at him. He alerted the referee. It was still happening, and he just walked off and went down the tunnel. And I don't blame him. Nobody should have to be subjected to that nonsense. Corner to Liverpool anyway. Ball in. It's deep. Oh, Virgie boy, you're killing me. Bradley. Bit of a difference there, Craig. I'm saying Kanate looking at Connor Bradley. I think they might be just a little bit different, Craig. Maybe I just wanted to say Kanate subconsciously. Don't foul. Referee. No, he's played on. I thought he blew the whistle. Well done, ref. He's just picking his nose. Nothing wrong with it. Yeah, fake score, boy. You're about to get booted out. Gomez. McAllister. Diaz. Dinged in. Oh, unlucky. About a yard ahead of Darwin. Feels like we're starting to knock on the door here a little bit, folks. Did you see the Packers almost won last night? Oh, the kicker, man. You knew as soon as they missed that kick, as soon as they missed the 3 points, that they were going to see the 49ers go down and score a touchdown. I knew it. We all knew. As soon as it happened, you knew exactly what was going to happen. Was it Anders Carlson? Is that the kicker? Yeah. But I also thought they were too passive at times, the Packers, when they got, was it 6 out of 8 drives they got into the red zone, and they were taking too many 3 points. I don't think they were ballsy enough for me. Jones, Elliott, back to Jones. Just about keeps it in play. Elliott. Still Liverpool just moving it around. Still just moving it, trying to draw Bournemouth on. Canade now. Tries to go forward, nothing on. He has to go back to Elliott. Elliott to McAllister. Move it quickly, Alexis. No, passing channel's closed now. Good ball. Great ball from Alexis into Elliott. Elliott slips into the half space for Diaz. And it goes behind for a goal kick. Double ricochet. Unlucky. That was a lovely ball from McAllister in a very tight area. And then slipped into Diaz. Yeah, it's that horrible double ricochet. I hate them. So Liverpool stats are showing that are ratcheting this up. Stat there, in the last 10 minutes, Liverpool have had 58 successful passes to Bournemouth 7. Is this the match we're going, or this is the match Gomez scores, said Arthur Smith. Lads, rather than keep asking me about the score, just ignore scores in the chat. I say this every single week. I'll let you guys know if there's a genuine goal in the game. Don't worry about the chat updates unless there's loads of them at one time. And we will kick them out. It just sometimes takes a second or two for the update to happen. Diaz now. Oh, ding to the far post. Darwin. Less said about that attempt, the better. And there's the foul. Should follow it up from Darwin. Half hour gone, and it's... Look, we're feeling our way into this game. We're starting to get some joy in it, but sorry, I just got to remove somebody else here. Right, Neto goes long with the free kick. Goes over everyone's head. Gomez loses that challenge. McAllister hooks it forward to Jota. And that goes out for a Bournemouth throw-in. 31 minutes gone. Still scoreless. Oh, nice little drop of the shoulder there. Bournemouth in possession on this near side. Sinistera cuts infield. Stand up. Stand up. Well done, Ibu. He went past 3 Liverpool players too easily there. And Ibu eventually says enough of this nonsense and steps in and clears it. But it'll be a Bournemouth throw-in again. He's a lively guy, isn't he? McAllister, free kick referee. Come on, he clipped him from behind. Liverpool ball. Solanke, would you stop with your shoulder, mate? How are you? Hopefully the Reds win. I predict 3-1, said Josh Brayshaw. God, the 3-1, mate, that's looking unlikely now, unless we've got a lot of goals in the second half. But right now it's looking like 1 or 2 goal game. Who do I think is going to win the Champions League? Probably City or Madrid, in all honesty. Bradley wins that header, but a ball drops to a Bournemouth player. Elliott's back. It's hooked up in the air by Bradley. Again, Bournemouth win the header. Head it back to the keeper. No, hook it forward. That'll do. McAllister. Jota. Jones now. Somebody show for him. Back to Gomez. 2 players down, ref. So what? It's not a head injury. Play on. That's it. He's back up to his feet. See? Nothing wrong. Play on. Konate. Elliott. Diaz. Into the right channel. Connor Bradley. It's just no way through so far. Still, Elliott tries a change of angle, plays it across on the far side where Curtis Jones just about keeps it in with the high bounce. Is it just my... What's this? Is it just my imagination that Diaz keeps going too far left? It's like we're playing with 2 players on the right during some moments. He's drifting in quite a bit. Oh, here we go. Diaz, strike, deflection at Neto. Unlucky. I mean, we're resorting to pot shots here. Now, that one did take a deflection off Mepham, and thankfully for Neto, it didn't really change the trajectory of the ball. But with 11 minutes to go in the first half, it's still scoreless. Well done, Alexis. Van Dijk nods the ball back into midfield. Alexis, again, he's having a good game. Get up, Diaz. Carry on, boys. Be slowing down the attack. Carry on. Attack. Fence, we have to put it out. Diaz is on the ground. Ooh. Ouch. Ugh. Seeing that now, actually, I can understand 100%. Ah! Yeah. That's a red card for me, lads. It's Paul Tierney and VAR. Don't be getting ahead of yourselves. So it was Kluivert who stood on the ankle of Diaz. But does any of us truly believe with Paul Tierney and VAR we're getting a red card here? So, doesn't look like anything's happening. Yep, nothing's happening. As I'm fucking sick of this. This is disgusting. It is disgusting now. Week after week. I told you. As soon as you all said to me, that's a red, I told you, don't get excited. Paul Tierney's in VAR. He's giving us nothing. Scum. Scumbags. Again. PGMOL and Paul Tierney putting them in positions to screw us over. Fucking assholes. I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. How does it we get a red card for a very similar incident and nothing here? He's a scumbag. He's a little toe rag, Tierney. Little gimp. even asking the ref to look at it. Like, it's corruption at this point. I'm done. They're rigging the game again. Week after week. You know, you see the little arsehole's name on VAR and you know what's coming. You know you're getting shafted. Mackie Jones been sent off for less than Arthur Smith. I know. It's pathetic. I'm not even looking and listening to any of the stupid comments trying to bait me. I'm not paying attention to it. Because you know why? I've seen our boys sent off for less. So, is consistency too much to ask for? It's absolutely pathetic. He's disgusting. It's pathetic. It's disgusting. And I'm sick of it. I'm sick of it. What was it going to take for Tierney to be removed? The man just can't do his damn job. Or refuses to do it. One or the other. Okay, I have no idea what's going on here, but my TV just completely turned off. Lads, honestly, I can't do it anymore. I can't every single week look at this and see Paul Tierney shafting us. And we just get told tough. It's not even funny. I'm sick of it. Ball in behind for Darwin to Neto. Now you can stop with the Muskrat bullshit. I've every right to be angry about this. Muskrats for when I'm not supposed to be angry. I've every right to be angry about this. It's disgusting. Strike blocked. Second ball blocked. Looking toothless in the final third, said Aaron Garza. Yes and no, mate. Yes and no. I get where you're coming from, but I feel like we've played our way into the game, definitely. All week, by the way. All week, I told you guys to expect to be -1 going into this game. When we found out Tierney was on VAR, I told you there'd be a decision. I'm not that clever that I'm able to just pull these out my backside, but I told you all week, expect a decision that goes to VAR and we won't get it. And of course we won't get it because Tierney's an absolute joke. He's not even, do you know what? Not even a joke. It's beyond it at this point. Allison goes long, out left side. Oh, that'll be a free kick. Gomez was in late on Aaron's. Can we get a poll up on the, if one of the lads is in the background, can we get a poll up on the red card incident? Definitely red, pal. Let's go on and win, said... Is it Paul or Dave? I can never remember. But either way, thank you, mate. I think it was a red all day. But I also knew we weren't getting it. He'd have to walk out there with a sledgehammer and smack him in the back of the head. And even then, Tierney would probably still just say to the ref, you might want to have a look at this, mate. I'll get the poll up 1 sec. Right, poll is up. I forgot the A, but you get the gist of it. Imagine this happening just after the Webb interview, said Nessie. Yeah, where they admitted another one. It's ridiculous. Clear it. Oh, fuck's sake, how many tackles are you letting him get through? Well done, Bradley. So here's the thing, right? For those saying about not even a yellow, it couldn't be a yellow in that scenario because the ref clearly didn't see the extent of the challenge. So it was either going to be have a look at a red or nothing. And of course, with Tierney, it was nothing because he's a little gimp. Did you hear that, Tierney? Gimp. Love from Louth. Thank you, Robbie. Much appreciated, mate. You know Jurgen Klopp is going to end up getting punished, by the way. Because Klopp will talk about the challenge. He'll say probably what we all think. And then the referee will cry to the PGMOL, who will cry to the Premier League. And then we'll get the usual fine or something for Klopp for daring to say that his players have been assaulted out there and the officials who are there to protect them are doing absolutely nothing. But again, everyone will just moan about Klopp rather than actually talk about the blatant corruption that we're seeing week in and week out. Because it only affects Liverpool, so everybody doesn't care. Corner to Liverpool. Good play. Again, great pressing here from McAllister. McAllister's been really good in this first half. Two minutes added on by the ref. Oh, fuck's sake. Canade again on the end of the corner, but puts it wide. Yeah, should have done better than that when you get into that position, E-boot. That's our ball, actually. That came out off Bournemouth player. That should have been a corner. That was a corner, lads. Giving us a goal kick. Right, 30 seconds to go in the first half of stoppage time. I'm sure Klopp and Linders will have a few little tweaks they want to make for the second half. But we've settled into the game all right. We just need to be a bit more composed in that final third. And hope that Paul Tierney doesn't find another way to cheat. I'm done with him. I'm done with all this. I'm done with Webb and these stupid mic'd up shows. Put me in. Put me in, Sky. Tap me in. Get rid of Michael Owen and put me in for the next mic'd up show. And I'll ask the questions that we all actually want asked. Like, why is Paul Tierney always at the centre of the crime when Liverpool are involved, Howard? How come that's a thing, Howard? How come the stats show very fucking clearly, Howard, that Paul Tierney gives us nothing? How come, Howard? How come? How many more apologies are we going to get, Howard? Are apologies going to give us the points for the league title, Howard? How come, Howard? Why, Howard? Talk to us, Howard. But no, we'll just get Pats on the back all round. It's half time, by the way. Jobs well done for everybody. Lessons have been learned. Processes have been changed. I'm an ex-policeman robot. Look at me. I make decisions. I love United hospitality. Sandwiches, prawns. Delicious. Any chance of a decision, Howard? Any chance of your band of merry morons actually being able to do their damn job, Howard? Any chance? Oh, well, fuck you, Howard. Honestly, I'm sick of it. It's not even funny. We have to win games twice. But we've got Michael Owen there. You know that fucking famous, very high-powered interviewer, Michael Owen, who's known for asking the pressing questions in such a non-stop way. You know, pressing and pressing until he gets the answers. Well, Howard, today we have Liverpool Get Screwed Volume 4. What have you got for us, Howard? Well, Michael, today I'm going to bring you Paul Tierney's greatest hits. Snap your ankle. No problem. Tierney's here. Nothing to see, ref. Don't see you. Liverpool player shakes hands. Red card. Assault. Send him off. Banned for life. Put me in. Any of us with a brain. I'll sort out Keane and I'll sort out him in 2 shows. Sergu said it was a yellow, Max. Then ours were yellow, Sergu. Then ours were fucking yellows. If Jones gets sent off for less, why are we to accept that? Is the red card referred to the tackle on Diaz? Yes. The one that Jones was sent off for infinitely less of a challenge. With less force. You know the one we got screwed for? You know that one? Anyway, it is half time. And it is 0-0. We need Cody or Ryan's abilities. Yeah, look, they would be the 2 obvious substitutions if you're looking, to make a change. Benjamin said, is there any other sport which has so many officiating problems like football does? It's embarrassing. It's every week. Here's the problem, Benjamin, with these decisions in football. And I'm going to give you my honest take. When you see an incident like today or in any one game, it doesn't really matter. When you see an incident in one game, the problem is it only affects those fans in the short term. So the outrage will only come from Liverpool fans or whatever group have been shafted that week. Which means they have 90% of the rest of the league at that moment not angry. So they always feel like brush it under the carpet, move on to next week, and there'll be another incident and this one will be all forgotten about. But the problem is for us fans, we sit back and count them up. We sit back and go, Spurs, ruled out goal. 2 red cards against Spurs. Handball against Arsenal, not given. Penalty against Luton away, not given. Potential red card, not even asked to go and check it by the official. And then you look at who's involved in these decisions. And how it's very clear that there is a pattern. Now, in Paul Tompkins' very good article, he's obviously relying only on the stats because that's how he comes to his conclusions. He doesn't allow his own bias to come into the argument. I do, because we all know Tierney has an issue with Klopp. We know it. We're not inventing it. We know it. And yet again today, am I Nostradamus? No, I can't predict anything. But I told everybody all week there will be a decision in this game today and it won't go our way and Tierney will be at the heart of it. And shock horror, the ref doesn't see it, which I'm sound about because it happens really quickly. But then the VAR doesn't even yet again send him to have a look. And that's what makes me sick. He did it, well, he didn't do it. The handball for Odegaard, not even to ask the ref to go have a look at that is disgusting. Because remember, the ref thought to himself, arm was on the ground. It wasn't. It's honestly, it's pathetic at this point. And they don't care because it just, as I said, it affects one set of fans one week and then the rest of the Football League doesn't care. So until fans stop coming into each other's fan accounts or on social media and laughing about it, it's going to continue. Because by laughing and saying cry more and all this other stuff, and look, I've done it as well, we're all guilty of it. But by doing that, we're just feeding them. We're just giving them more of a thumbs up to continue to do it. All of us, all the football fans in the Premier League need to get together and say this is bullshit. Because we all have at least 2 referees. Ask Chelsea fans about Anthony Taylor as an example. Or, I don't know who United's is. But it happens all the time. And rather than do what most people would do, which is maybe avoid these referees who you think have history with clubs for a little while. No, they double down. Tierney refereed more games and was involved in more games for us last year than any other referee. It's disgusting. It's pathetic. It's sickening. Is there no VAR? Yes, there is, mate, but there isn't for us. McAllister got sent off against Bournemouth at Anfield for far less and got turned over. This is absolute corruption. Webb and Tierney go to hell. I'm sick of it, mate, honestly. At a time where we're looking at football and its soul being destroyed by money and greed of FIFA and UEFA, the Premier League has a chance to lay down a marker. And all we're seeing right now is the Premier League dragging out the Man City stuff for 6 years. That's not a great look in the league. Now we're seeing the decisions every week get more and more blatant. And there's no punishment. Like, people laugh at us. Well, if we lose this league title by a point or two, again, it's not going to be an accident that these all played a part in it. Because the referees and the officials are having way too big of an impact. Cara said no red. Cara can fuck off as well. Simple. I don't care. My point is this. If it's a red for one of our players, it has to be a red all the time. It's that simple for me. If it was a red for Curtis Jones, then that's a red. What Cara says, I don't care. Because we've seen our player get sent off for it. So why not for somebody else? Why is it only us that always gets the short end of that stick? So Cara can fuck off as well, the job's worth. Him and Neville just doing Sky's bidding. I don't care. I'll say what none of them have the backbone to say. It's a shambles. PGMOL isn't fit for purpose. These gimps on Sky all the time talking about, oh, City are brilliant. How about talking about the charges? How about the biggest crime and corruption that English football has potentially ever seen being discussed before you're fluffing Guardiola and wanking De Bruyne off? How about that? How about some integrity? How about having a pair of balls? How about when Roy Keane's sitting on the overlap talking about Trent being terrible like he's never played the position, somebody goes, Roy, you're talking shite. But they won't do that because they're all jobs worth and they haven't got a backbone. None of them. And then they wonder why they're resorting to like fan channel levels of content. That's all Sky is now, is a shit YouTube channel. I'm sick of it. And they're all, again, my point is, all these little meek little journalists, little dopes on Sky, they don't have the courage of their convictions to say what we all think because they know is at it. I'm sorry. It's bullshit. Sky has too much money invested. That's why they have no interest in discussing these matters. It'll hurt their income. But you know what gets me? So you say that, and that's fair enough. But they want to tell us about how to live our lives. They want to tell us about what we should be watching, which genders we should be supporting, how we need to have more of this in the game, more of that in the game, less of this in the game. Don't lecture me on morality when you don't have any, you fucking hypocrites. Imagine sitting there to us, the paying customer, telling us how we should be living our lives, what's right and what's wrong, when you haven't got the backbone to actually call out the real wrongs. How about that? How about calling out Man City every single week? Or when you talk about them being the greatest football team in the history of football, say, but we have to acknowledge that it might also be the biggest corruption and the biggest scandal that ever hit English football. Any chance of that? Or a caveat behind it? Or any chance of anybody telling Roy Keane that he's full of it? No, because it's all jobs for the boys. And they know that they can't say certain things. This is why I love what I do. I can say, within reason, whatever I want. My actual feelings. Macca has been class, said Truant. Yes, brilliant. Probably our best player on the pitch so far, Alexis. He's been really... He started off a little bit wobbly first 10, but my God, he came into the game. My referee pal just said the tackle was out of control, reckless and wild. He could have snapped Diaz's leg, would have been sent off at semi-pro level, said Benjamin Alford. It doesn't matter, Benjamin, because Sky's Jamie Carragher said it wasn't a red, so that it doesn't matter then. It doesn't matter about your referee supporting me. Sky Jamie said it wasn't a red, so Sky Jamie, he doesn't get it wrong, does he, Sky Jamie? How about when Gary Neville was sitting there blatantly saying that Liverpool's 2 penalties against Newcastle were not penalties? I don't remember Carragher having the balls to pound up then and go, shh, blatant penalty that first one, Gary, you're talking out your arse. Sky said football isn't played in slow motion. How about the Jones red tackle? Exactly. That is my point in this. Why is it whenever there seems to be a decision that's maybe a 50-50, it always comes down against us in that moment. But when we have a decision like that, the challenge there, which I don't think is even 50-50, it's always, no, sorry. Odegaard handball, no, sorry. Van Dijk penalty against Luton, no, sorry. Goal for Diaz against Spurs, no, sorry. It's always no, sorry. And we're just supposed to accept it. It was Redknapp that said no red card. Just fuck off. Somebody give Jamie a teddy bear to play with or something. Because that's all Redknapp's good for. Just give him a teddy bear or a mirror. He loves looking in a mirror. So give him a mirror. Ooh, pretty boy. Ooh. Because his football opinion ain't worth a jot, let's be honest. He talks more pony than anybody else on Sky. Right, second half. Teams are coming out. About to get underway. Did somebody say Skechers? No, Jamie, calm down. No, we don't need you to do another Skechers ad for a minute, Jamie. Just calm down. Look pretty. What's this shit? What's this interviewing managers at half-time shite now? Is this more nonsense we're being subjected to? Talking to the managers coming out of the tunnels. Lads, we're not American football. Stop it! Still sitting there chatting to Iriola. What's the story, mate? You alright? Yeah? Any plans after the game? What pub you going to? Session your gaff? Big long interview here as well. Like, stop, will you? I look forward to the day where they stick that microphone in Klopp's face at half time and expect an answer. Jens, thank you, mate, for gifting those memberships. Right, we're about to get underway with the second half. Right, Liverpool playing from right to left. Second half about to get underway. Liverpool are the team in green and white. Bournemouth are the team in red and black and in the VAR hub. Right, we're underway. Canade does the decent thing, launches the ball long, headed away by Bournemouth's defence. Sky don't have the guts to call out what's wrong. Because anger works. It gets clicks. It drives content. But apparently morality is only a thing when they want to tell us, everybody else, how to live their lives. Then they have the courage to be morally driven. Bournemouth on the attack early doors. Canade clears. No changes, by the way, at half time. I mean, if you are Klopp and you're looking at the bench, you're probably thinking... Sorry, 1 second. What's this? Right, so I'm going to read something out that's a comment from Neville. He said, clubs writing to the PGMOL is embarrassing. Liverpool and Arsenal started it and set the precedent of this nonsense. The ref should be doing better and are under enormous pressure at the moment. It's the club's interest to work with them to make them improve. The public posturing is unnecessary. Speak to them and tell them to gain clarification in private, but they don't have to announce that they've written to the PGMOL. Shut up, Neville. Shut up, you twat. What else are you going to do when you've got blatant cheating happening against you week after week? And your manager can't say it without getting fined. What are you going to do? Nothing. But you have the balls to tell the rest of football what to do. Concentrate on Salford's relegation battle and shut up, Neville. Twat. Diaz. Come on, boys. None for Gomez. Goes back to Verge. So, yeah, if you're looking at changes, you're probably looking at Gakpo and... Gravenberch as well, probably. They're the two that you would say would be the most obvious ones for Klopp to change here, if, indeed, he does want to make a change soon. Ball booted forward long. Jones. Jot. Oh, go on. Darwin. Golazzo! Darwin Núñez! Woo! 1-0. Take that! Whoop, whoop, whoop. How's that, Tierney? 1-0. Woo! Is he looking? He's looking. Draw the line. Squiggle, squiggle, squiggle. Draw those lines, Tierney. Whoop, whoop! 1-0. Darwin with the goal. Beautiful team goal. Bing, bang, bosh. Ball played into him by Jota. Side foot into the corner. And that is it. Golissimo. 1-0. Darwin Núñez, Liverpool's number 9, makes the breakthrough. So Elliott plays the ball back and Canade plays a long ball upfield. Jones then rolls it in to Darwin, or to Jota. Jota plays a beautiful ball into Darwin. First time side foot, past the goalkeeper, into the bottom corner. Well done, CJ. Well done, Jota. Well done, Darwin. 1-0. You can try and cheat, but it's not going to stop us. Because we've conquered all of Europe, we're never gonna stop. From Paris down to Turkey, we've won the fucking lot. Boo-boo. Goal for Liverpool, scored by number 9, Darwin Núñez. Woo! It's a great goal as well. Ooh. Shot there from Bournemouth, took a deflection. Alisson was on the ground and you're just looking at the ball looping up. It drops wide for us, thankfully. But fantastic goal. You know, the ball forward by Konate was a bit of a hopeful punt, basically, under pressure from a clearance. But everything after that was magnificent. Curtis Jones gets the ball down, sees Jota, plays it to him. Jota instantly plays a lovely cushion ball into Darwin, who side foots it past the keeper. And it's just a beautiful goal. And well done, Darwin. Now let's go get the second. Come on, boys. Well done, Jones. Well done. Well done, boys. Bradley now in possession. McAllister, heavy touch, but does well. Gets the ball, second attempt. Gomez now, man on Joe. Jota. I need to see a replay of that, but that looked like a foul. Jones. Van Dijk. Jones. Gomez goes all the way back to Alisson. Darwin. Cross in. Oh, lads. That header at the far post should have done better. Corner to Liverpool. They haven't shown me a replay, by the way, of that challenge on Jota. So I've no idea. I haven't seen a replay yet. Oh, here we go. That's a penalty, lads. That's on the line, which means it's in the box. Which means it's a penalty. That's a penalty. No, not given. How is that not a penalty, you cheating, corrupt scumbags? Elliott ball in. Twice! In one game by Tierney. Twice! That's disgusting. Come on. Lads, it's what can I say? What else can I possibly say? They're destroying football. It is getting silly now. You're right. It's getting absolutely beyond a joke. Criminal investigations need to be opened up. Because this is not right. This is not accidental. It's not even like a tough decision. It's 1,000,000% a foul. Substitutions here for Bournemouth. Every week. Like, it's soul destroying. Playing football every week, and all we do is we have to play against everyone. Play against the refs. Play against VAR. Play against the PGMOL. Play against everybody who wants to see us fail. And then get told by that absolute spanner, Gary Neville, not to be moaning. Not to be writing letters. What are we supposed to do, Gary? We're being cheated week after week. Fucking nonsense. It's a discretionary foul. There's no fucking such thing as a discretionary foul. You're just inventing language. There's no discretionary anything. Football's pretty blunt. It's a foul or it isn't. There's no discretionary foul. What? You can have a discretionary go fuck yourself. Fucking hell. Discretionary foul. We need to score the second now just to stop the cheating. That's it. We have to score the second just to stop the system. Sorry, Sabrina. Love, I'm just going to have a discretionary, you know what now. Just a discretionary one though. So it's not a serious, it's just a discretionary one. Jota. Throw in. Like, so let me say this, right? I do understand that sometimes in some of these decisions there can be other viewpoints. I'm open to the discussion that for the penalty or the foul, that it's open to interpretation by fans occasionally. But how is it that it's always, when Tierney's involved, always not on our side of the discretionary things? It's always nothing to see here. Don't even ask the ref to have a look at the monitor for the penalty or the foul. Neither. So on two subjective, according to some people in the chat, decisions, we get no, well, let's have the ref take a look again. It's always, nah, check complete, nothing to see here. Lash on Pornhub again there, lads. I'll use my premium subscription. Don't worry about it, lads. I've got us covered. And then we have gobshites like Gary Neville telling us there's nothing to see. And don't write letters. Just accept the cheating. Because referees have a hard job. Here's the thing, Gary. I don't know if you've heard, bud. But yes, referees do have a hard job. And the video technology is there to help them when they miss things. So if the help isn't being administered, what are we supposed to do, Gary? If the people in charge of these situations aren't administering the help, then what can we do? I'd love to hear his answer to that. But we won't, because nobody put that question to him. Because they're all just patting each other on the back and saying, great job all around. Let's go. Another overlap tour where we can talk about the fact that we don't actually do our jobs. And then people ask me why I don't watch that show. Because I get a better conversation out of me dog. That's why. I'll get more insight into the game from my French bulldog than I will listening to Neville just defend the system over and over again. Move, move, move. Get bodies across. Bournemouth have 2 lads at the back post, boys. Ball across. I knew that was coming. Stand there. Stand. Don't foul. What's with the lack of cards on blatant fouls, said Benjamin. I'm not sure, mate. I don't know what to say to you, bud. Brian said, if Klopp goes off on the refs, I'll pay his fine. Oh, I mean, do you know what? I'm glad today that most people are at least on my side of this one. Because I get it. Some people think, shut up, concentrate in the game, stop moaning. But I can't be the only one who's bit by bit starting to lose love of the English game because of this obvious and blatant officiating problem that we have. Josh, if I banned you earlier, how would you be back in the chat? And I didn't ban anyone. I didn't click any buttons to ban anyone, mate. I banned one guy earlier on and it wasn't you. So I think you may mean it was a mod. Right, Bradley. Oh, unlucky. Get back up, Connor. Chase. What's up with the bad vibes today? We're being screwed. That's what's up, Aussie. We're being absolutely shafted yet again. And thankfully, we're still ahead. But we should be playing against 10 men and have had a penalty. Referee needs a guide dog. See, for me, it's more down to VAR. Because I can understand the referee missing these things. Because things happen fast. But I can't understand VAR not giving them the help that they're supposed to be there for. Corner to Bournemouth. Well blocked. Well blocked, boys. "28 minutes plus stoppage time to go." Well done. Well done, Curtis. Beautiful. Right, boys, here we go. Ball into the channel. Great ball, Jota. Elliott now. Overhits it. Couldn't get his balance right there, Harvey Elliott. Tried a right-footed cross in, but kind of balloons it and it goes behind for a goal kick. See, here's the thing, though. It's for reasons like today, they don't want the VAR audio played. And they don't want us to be able to hear it. Why? Ask yourself, honestly, why? Why do they not want us to hear the conversations that are taking place at the VAR hub? Because they know that we'll hear that it's absolute nonsense. And that he's doing mental gymnastics not to do his job. Double change coming up for the Reds. Harvey Elliott coming off to be replaced by Cody Gakpo. And Lucho coming off to be replaced by Ryan Gravenberch. Jota customary goal is incoming now to seal it. Oh, thank you for that comment, by the way, Deacon Wood, and thank you for being a member, mate, for 2 months. Appreciate you. This game makes you appreciate Endo a lot. Why? I wouldn't agree with that at all, Eric. Because by saying that, you're making out like we've got a problem at centre midfield, and we don't. McAllister's been really, really good today. So, other weeks maybe, but not today. Let's be honest. McAllister's been really, really good today. Well done, Alisson. Goal kick to Liverpool. Do you think we need to sign in January? Or who do you think? Honestly, I'm okay about us not making a signing in January because we've got players coming back from injury. So, honestly, I'm not too bad about that. If something comes up and it works for us, yeah. Like if somebody goes in for an ASIO and we're forced to go and do our business because of that, fair enough. But with players, go on, Jota. With players coming back, I'm normally, you know me, I love a transfer, but I can understand it if they don't feel there's value. And it's a very quiet market this month as well. So could I ask an opinion, please, of you guys? So if you guys have flicked through other fan channels or other streams, can you tell me what the reaction has been by others to the incidents we spoke about today? So I don't know who's streaming the game today, but what have the reactions been to the no penno and no red scenario? I'd love to see how other fans are looking at this. Unlucky Darwin. Ball back with Neto. 25 to go. Same as you, said Darren. Same as you, said Doreen Govern. Good. Good. They agree with us. Good. It's nice to know that at least people are... Someone says Goldbridge said red. Fair play. Fair play to anybody who's actually saying the right thing. So fair play to Goldbridge. If he's saying red, credit where it's due. At least he's saying what he's seeing. Because it's just nonsense. Right, 66 on the clock. Craig, I'm sick of this clear bias. It's time we went back to Spurs game and take legal action. No, Gary Neville said no letters. We just have to talk to them in private, but no letters, because we can't have them having to write letters. No pen pal friendliness going on. The cartel can do what they want and we just have to suck it up, Buttercup. Yeah, Josh, you're boring us all now. Just go away, you twat. You've been banned by moderators. And I tried to ban you myself, but they got there before me, so you can make up another 50 accounts and we'll ban those as well. Final quarter of the game. It's still on a knife edge. Just the one goal in it. Liverpool, for those coming in a bit late, Liverpool have made two changes. Ryan Gravenberch and Cody Gakpo came on to replace Lucho and Harvey Elliott. They're the only changes we've made so far. Craig, you have a great personality. Thank you. I can be very cranky sometimes, but I can't help it. Like, genuinely, that's just how angry I feel in these moments. 59% win probability for Liverpool. I love those stats, SG. That's something I don't see enough of in football, actually, that you see in other sports. The win probability from this point in the game and stuff. That's a stat I'd genuinely be intrigued by. Because I see it in other sports occasionally. You know, you'd see, I don't know, NFL or, you know, where they talk about, do you go for it on fourth down? You know, analytics say go for it or whatever. I'd love that in football and certain things. Klopp looks pissed. I don't blame him. Look, we all knew this week, coming to the game, that we'd have to win it twice because of Tierney. And it's shown to be the way. Darwin. I think, was that Alex Scott that came on there for Bournemouth, by the way? Good young player. Definitely one to keep an eye on for the future. Well done, Gravenberch. McAllister. Yes, great play, Gravenberch. Strike, blocked. Goes through to Neto. Unlucky. Bradley has proven to be a great player, Craig. Does he replace Trent? I don't know. It's really early to be having those conversations, but I do love that he's taken these opportunities, Conor Bradley, and that we're getting to see that he is at the level You know, and look, I might be biased in this, of course, but I do want Bradley to succeed. So I'm hoping it works out. Darwin now. Ball breaks. He goes to ground still up. Gakpo. Jota. Goal! Diogo! 2-0. Game, set, August match. 2-0. There you go. Diogo's. He's an assassin. He's a ninja. Diogo gets his chance, sniffs it out, baboom, buried it. Craig, you're my favourite YouTuber, thank you, and goal, Tifa, as well at the same time. That, my friends, is Liverpool staying at the top of the Premier League. That, my friends, is why Diogo Jota has the nickname the Assassin. That, my friends, is why Paul Tierney, Gary Neville, Jamie Carragher, Jamie Redknapp, and any of the other little dopes that don't have the nuts to call out the blatant hypocrisy. There you go. Suck it up, Buttercup. 2-0, Diogo Jota. We love it. I don't blame it on the sunshine. Don't blame it on the moonlight. Don't blame it on the good times. Blame it on Diogo. I just can't control my feet. I just can't control my feet. Sunshine, moonlight, good times, Diogo. Kind of cringe, kind of don't give a fuck. We've done that for months on the channel, and you can have a little time out for that. Don't you talk about Newlon being cringe. Come on now. That's our song for Newlon. Where else are you going to get a dancing alien? Come on now. So, Craig, is Jota our best number 9 yet? No. But he is an assassin. He's played a huge part in both the goals, actually, Diogo, today. Because the ball he laid on for Darwin was magnificent. But that was a good finish. Gakpo. Bradley. Ding to the back post, too close to Neto, unlucky. Some high notes there, Craig. But it was cringe. Look, I know it's cringe, bud. I know I am cringe. I get it. Like, that's kind of the point of it. I'm playing into the cringe. And my wife would tell you, I am very cheesy. Like, you'll often hear me belting out some Backstreet Boys and stuff around the house. And thank you for the super chat, Laser Sharp. Appreciate you. Gakpo with the assist as well, yes. I often forget about the assists. So, when I do my player ratings and stuff, I've often forgotten about who assisted goals because it's that quick after the game. But so Gakpo with the assist, Jota with the assist as well. So Jota doing bits in FPL this week then. So James Pearce at the PGMOL said VAR did check the Kluivert challenge on Diaz in the first half and deemed it was not a dangerous challenge. Ah, well, that's all right then. That's okay then. Tell that to Diaz's ankle. See, now, I have looked at it myself, James Pearce, and I love James Pearce, by the way. I've looked at it, James, and I've decided that it's corruption. So, that's my decision. And my decision is binding and final. In my head. Tell me why. Oh, don't you start, Joshua. You don't want me breaking out the tell me why. You don't want me doing it. Because, I know that song from start to finish. Because I definitely didn't, when I was 18, 19, sit in my kitchen drinking with my mates, us all having a different part to play in that song. And we didn't rehearse it every week. That definitely did not happen. Definitely. And I definitely wasn't one particular part every week. And we definitely didn't have a row about it some week as well. None of that happened. Right, free kick to Bournemouth. 74 minutes up. Out left-hand side. Cleared away, well done. And don't tell me that's not a banger either, by the way, that song. Still to this day, if that comes on, wherever you are, in the car, in the kitchen, doesn't matter, wherever you are, you're straight into the foot tapping, it's a banger. Do you know what one gets me all the time? What's the one, the Westlife song? She's a 5'10" and Katsu and Bambi eyes. You know that song? I always sing that one. Queen of My Heart, is that it? No. Oh, chance. Well done, Ebu. Looking like that. Looking like that. There you go. XX Spider, Sith, thank you for your super chat, my friend. Said, fuming, I took shot at Nunes out of my FPL this week. Love the vids though, mate. Helps me through the consistent FPL blunders. Honestly, my FPL's a shambles, mate. It's an absolute shambles. And I'm not going to sit here and say that I don't give it full consideration every week. I do, but I'm just very crap. Craig, why don't players unionise in the Premier League? There is a players union. There's FIFA Pro, and then there's I don't know what the English players union's called again, but there definitely is a players union. What's it called again in England, the players union? Were you definitely not Timberlake? He's not in. Backstreet Boys, mate. He was in NSYNC. Canada has been brilliant today. Canada's been brilliant. McAllister's been brilliant. Bradley's been brilliant. PFA. That's the one. The PFA. Professional Footballers Association. Ooh, Jones on the half volley. Skies it. Yes, PFA. That's the one. Do you think Nunes could be the best player in the world if he improves his finishing? I mean, that's a big leap, right? But he can definitely be in Craig singing Punjabi MC after a goal. I have that on my playlist for Azkan. Punjabi MC and Jay-Z. What a song. What a song that is. Did I miss your super chat, Andy? Sorry, bud. Lots happening. Let me scroll back through. Not seeing it there, mate. Bear with me 2 seconds. I have to go into a different part to have a look for the super chat. So bear with me, pal. Yeah, Andy said, Craig, I have to say, we've been screwed again, WFM. Yes, we have, mate. I agree with you. But thankfully for us, we're doing our part and getting the job done. Craig, do you think Canada is man of the match? He's been solid defensively and picked out some beautiful passes. One led to the first goal. Well, I mean, yes, to him being brilliant, but his pass for the first goal wasn't a pass. It was a clearance that he was just hoofing upfield. But that's okay. The rest of it came from Jones playing it to Jota and Jota side footing it to Darwin, who buried it. But yes, to your point about him being brilliant, it's between Canada, Jota and McAllister in my head for a man of the match. If I'm working off memory, one of those three so far for me. But we will be asking you guys in our fan reaction show to vote for man of the match. So you guys will be the ones ultimately making that decision. What's the weather in your area like? Oh, it's terrible, Cody. You're in Mayo. You say it's crazy. It's starting to really ratchet up, mate, out there. Oh, go on. Darwin, left side. Go on, Darwin. Go on. Oh, ball all the way across on the far sides. Kept in. Ball pulled back. Jota, swing and a miss. Second time. Goal! Diogo on the double. 3-0. Diogo Jota set himself up with a perfect little swing and a miss. Just a little dummy, really, if we're being honest. And then gets a second crack at it. Buries it and it's 3-0. And can you hear that? Shh, everybody be quiet. Yeah, that's definitely Paul Tierney sobbing that I'm hearing. Definitely. You can hear his heart break if you listen closely enough. Hi, Paul. How you feeling right now, you cheating scumbag? 3-0. Whoop, whoop. Diogo with a double. And straight away, I'm wondering where's Laser Sharp saying, Craig, is he still not the best forward? Is he still not the best number 9 we have? 3-0. I tell you what, lads, that's delicious. 3-0. I'll take it. First, when he sets himself up, Diogo, does he get the assist on that as well, by the way? Because he should do. Because he passed it to himself. Sets himself up, a little ball off his knee, distracted everyone. Genius. Distracted everyone. They're all looking, where's the... And the other just, Diogo, goal. It's very clever, that. You won't see Haaland doing that. The, selfish setup. Nah, Haaland won't be doing that. Diogo does, though. That's the level. Diogo's on a, whole another plane here. Time to go home, Paul Tierney. Bye-bye, said Nessie. Bradley celebrating with Diogo as well. Delighted for Diogo, by the way. Watch Paul Tierney go and unplug the floodlights or something there. Watch. He'll go and... he'll go and cut the wires in the floodlights or something for the match to be abandoned. Oh, Jones is down. Not sure what's up. Is he feeling his groin? Is he feeling his groin here, or? He's kind of holding the top of his left leg. So Conor Bradley gets that assist. I'm giving it to Diogo, though. He assisted himself. Right, double change coming up for Liverpool here. As Klopp gives another couple of youngsters some more minutes, which you love to see. Jota is taking the biscuit now, said XX Spider. Thank you for your super chat, mate. Lads, we've had 189 quid in super chats today. What a day. That's amazing. Thank you so much for that support. Also, do hit the subscribe button if you haven't done so already. And please do drop a like. Let's see if we can get the likes up to 2,000. There's 4,300 people in the chat right now. If we all take a sec to hit the like button, we can absolutely smash it. You deserve it, Craig. Thank you so much, Marley High. Appreciate it. I'm just glad that I don't have to be bitter after this game again. But I'm not going to let it drop about the refs and VAR. Something has to be done here. Just because we found a way doesn't mean Tierney and PGMOL should be rewarded for this nonsense. Nothing going to be done about VAR, though. Something has to be, because it's impacting too much. And it's not just Liverpool. Like, I know it's not just Liverpool, but when Paul Tierney's involved, like, I'm not a clairvoyant, but I told you all week there's going to be a decision or two that'll be blatantly obvious that we won't get. Hamstring issue for Jones, is it? We'll have to wait and see what happens there. Thank you, Benjamin. Said hamstring issue Jones. What do you think about the Norwich FA Cup tie? I think we rotate where possible. And if we need to win it from the bench, then try and do that. But I would hope that we don't go overly strong. Because we're at home. We should be able to put out a mix and hopefully get through that. So Beck's on, is he? I didn't see who those changes were. Did Beck come on? Was he one of the changes there? I didn't see who came on. It was Beck and Bobby Clark. So that means no Beck loan this month. So he's at Liverpool now for the rest of the season. Because he can't go on loan. He can't play for 3 teams. So that's Beck. Very much firmly staying at Liverpool for the remainder of the campaign. Oh, Karen, you're very kind, my friend. Thank you. I'm glad to have you with us as well, my friend. Appreciate you. 5 minutes plus stoppage time to go. Diogo on a hat-trick. I tell you what, this is a great result. This is a great result. Because Bournemouth are no mugs. And what was it, the stat beforehand that was from... which one of the journalists was it? Apologies, I can't remember the journalist. Neil Jones. Neil Jones, I think. Was it Neil Jones? No, it's David Lynch, sorry. David Lynch said 7 wins and 9 for Bournemouth coming into this game. So, you know, they're no mugs. And 3-0. Very happy. Did somebody say top of the league? Because we're top of the league. Yeah, we are. I want to say, Craig, I love you and your content, and I can't believe the ref and the officials in that game are so shocking. Thank you so much, Michael. And appreciate you on the content part, but on the other stuff, honestly, I'm not trying to say this to joke, but it really is hurting my soul seeing the game at the mercy of these individuals. Honestly, I can't be the only one who feels like they're losing a little bit of love for the game as each month goes by because of nothing other than the officiating. And the Premier League, I don't know if they don't care or if they don't think there's a problem, but something needs to give here. Because I'm not getting into this Gary Neville nonsense about refs having a hard job. They do have a hard job. But when they're not asking them to use the tools at their disposal to have a look at things, I'm sorry, that's not good enough. This clear and obvious threshold stuff needs to be jibbed off. If the ref's wrong, he's wrong, and that's understandable, but let him go and have another look for these big decisions. Bournemouth now on the attack. Cross blocked from Beck. Well done, young man. Craig, will you ever do a show in Liverpool? I hope so. Certainly hope so, mate. So if you're in the USA, don't forget we're in Boston for a live show March 22nd in the Foundation Room at the House of Blues, which is an iconic venue right across from Fenway Park. So if you want to come and see us if you're in Boston, you can get your tickets on Ticketmaster. 22nd of March, Boston, Massachusetts. I can't wait. Well done, well cleared away. Heavy touch. You've done well though. Keep going. Come to Canada, Craig. Someday. I'd like to go to a part of Canada I haven't been to, so like Calgary. I know there's a great bunch of Liverpool supporters in Calgary. Thank you, Andy. You're very kind. Need a New York City gig. The problem with any of the gigs is just to find the venues, because I was very fortunate that Brian helped me out, LFC USA, to sort this venue. And Brian liaised with the venue for me, making it a big help. Are you trying to say bald bastard but said bold bastard? I mean, are we really we're going into this now, are we? 2 words, both of them wrong, and you think you get to insult me? You can't spell, you dumb fuck. Go get yourself an education. And then come back to me and we can talk about being a bold bastard. And one other thing, mate. If you ever said that to this bold bastard's face, well, we both know how that ends up, don't we? I'm sorry, Craig. I didn't mean it. I'm sorry. Ooh, chance here for Bournemouth. Ooh. Allison comes out and makes the angle difficult, and Bournemouth player drags it wide of the post. So 30 seconds plus stoppage time to go. Oof. 3-0 and a clean sheet would be delicious. Throw into Bournemouth on the far side. 8 minutes. Wow. 8 minutes about to be added on. Genuine question. Honest, I'm not trying to be a smart arse here. 8 minutes? Am I missing something? I know Jones had an injury, but that didn't take that long. Where's 8 minutes come from? Look, it is what it is, but I don't remember that many stops in the game. Certainly wasn't any VAR checks anyway, Tierney, was there? Maryland's in the house with Andre. Thank you, mate. Appreciate you. So we've had one of the 8 minutes anyway. Honestly, don't know where they got 8 minutes from. McAllister's down now. But you go away from you little dope. Trying to drag him up like, as if you're going to get the goals back anyway. You fouled him, you little gimp. Just piss off. Cop Wolf, thank you for gifting a membership, mate. Paul Tierney is a Jerry hat trick. Well, I can think of a few other things, Ryan, my man, but thank you for your super chat and thank you for your Paul Tierney slander. We need more of that, sir. Beck now. Go on. Go on. Go on, keep going. Gravenberg. McAllister. Out to Gomez. Cross in. Oh, Darwin with the fourth. Oh, talk about strikers. The man's a vulture. 4-0. Darwin Núñez with a brace. Diogo Jota with a brace. Joe Gomez with the assist. And that, my friends, is game, set and match. And the Reds have got their victory. Darwin's got a brace. Oh, life doesn't get much better than that. Life does not get much better. Darwin with a brace. Diogo with a brace. Liverpool with 4 goals and a clean sheet away from home. And that will very much do. He's onside as well. Great ball in. Good finish from Darwin. We'll take that. Great ball from Gomez. Put it on a sixpence. Darwin slides in outside of the right foot. In off the post. Boom. 4-0. And those travelling cop will have a pleasant journey back home in good spirits. Boom. We love that. Assist for Gomez as well. Double for Darwin. Is this the start of a little Darwin gluttony of goals? Are we going to see Darwin now go on a bit of a purple patch? We've had almost 4 minutes, but ladies and gentlemen, your Reds are mustard. Your Reds are top of the league. Your Reds are doing bits, but Canadá's down injured from a foul. So let's hope it's not serious. Núñez deserves his flowers today, said Trevi. Yep, he's had a good game. So was McAllister, so was Ibu, so was Bradley, so was Jota. Ibu's back up. He's still feeling something though in that left leg, but he's trying to walk it off. Yes, Mike, Mentality Monsters are officially back. XX Spider said, never doing FPL again. 2 Nunes goals, 2 shot at goals, 1 shot at assist. I quit, mate. I quit. I do you know what? I didn't even look at my FPL. I don't know. Ooh, almost there from Bournemouth. Kiefer Moore missing. One-on-one with Alisson drags it wide. Do you know? I don't even know if I've got what Liverpool players I have in my FPL. Let's have a look. I've got Diogo in my FPL, thankfully. So that's 16 points for me. For that one, thank you very much, Diogo. And that's before the bonus points, if he has any there. I took Nunes out this week, though. I have to admit to that. I took Darwin out this week. Oh, yes, Ibu's okay, mate. For those asking. I have a question. For any newcoming player, the owner's buying those players from their own pocket or from the club treasury. Always from whatever the club can afford, mate. But in that regard, we have plenty of wiggle room. So I wouldn't worry about that. Like we have money to spend if we wanted to. But it has to be the right decision. What's this other penalty incident? I haven't seen this one yet. Darwin gets a yellow. What's the other penalty incident? I haven't seen. Yeah, I missed it. I haven't seen the other one. I don't know what it's about. I haven't seen. They haven't shown me a replay or anything. So I have no idea what the... No, haven't seen it, guys. So he was offside, was he? Well, if he was offside, obviously the penalty won't be given. That's a handball, ref. Right in front of you, you little gimp. Right in front of you. Right in front of you. Bournemouth player plays the ball up onto his own hand and the ref doesn't do anything. If he'd have scored from it, he would have had to rule it out. But he knew that and he still did nothing. Diogo Jota was given player of the match from Sky. 2 shots, 2 goals. And assist as well for Diogo. Or was it 2 assists? 1 assist for Diogo. No, the 5 yellows are over, Alexander. It was for the first half of the season, mate. So those 5 were only up to the 19th game. So you don't need to worry about that. He's fine for the game against Chelsea. Right, we're in the final minute of the 8 added on. Gakpo slips it down the line. Bournemouth just hooked the ball away. Referee puts the whistle to his lips. It is all over. Liverpool have beaten Bournemouth and Paul Tierney by 4-0. Top of the league table. Clean sheet. Double for Darwin. Double for Jota. Absolute perfection away at Bournemouth. And it'll come down to the fact that, yet again, even though we won, I've got lots of questions about officials. Lots of questions about Tierney. He's always at the scene of the crime. But, my friends, I'm going to go record a player rating and player match reaction. And then I will see you guys back here at 7 o'clock for a fan reaction show where you guys get to have your say in the game and, of course, vote for your Anfield Agenda man of the match. Thank you to everyone that joined us. Please do hit the subscribe button and drop a like on the stream before you head off. I will see you guys at 7 o'clock. Until then, keep an eye out for the player ratings and the match reaction, which will be dropping very soon. Talk to you then.